Yeah, all right, cool. Welcome, everybody. We are the Bad Plans D&D crew. My name is Jay, and I'm the Dungeon Master, and this is episode 15 of The Long Death, our ongoing and epic Dungeons & Dragons campaign. We're live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central, and you can always watch us here on Twitch, but if you miss any episodes, or if you're just going to want to go back and watch from episode 1, check everything out, you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/WeMakeBadPlans. And if you're not already subscribed over there, we are a brand new channel here on Twitch and on YouTube and on everywhere else. So if you're not subscribed, it actually helps us out a lot. If you do, just click that little button. Doesn't cost you anything. If you for some reason change your mind, you can always unsubscribe later. But please, we appreciate it.
I don't know why you keep advertising that.
Because you know what? Because
you cannot unsubscribe.
It's important to me that people know they have a choice.
They have a choice.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Like
being pressured
the
here.
anti-influencer over here.
The anti-influencer. Look,
I use
okay?
this product.
Everybody,
Really, you probably won't like it.
everybody watching right now has agency to make their own choices. They're not being influenced one way or another. I'm just saying.
Wait, including us? Including Kins?
If you think we deserve it, hit that subscribe button because. Yes, you guys are awesome. Thanks. And if you've already done that, of course, thank you. We really appreciate you guys being here. And if you've been watching the whole time, you're also super awesome. Thank you very much. Belarissa, tell them about our new shirts and our merch and all our awesome stuff we have.
Friends, I'd like to talk to you about the drip.
The drip.
Jessie has it, Kins has it, Jay has it, and Vin has it. And you, too, can have the drip.
Ooh.
If you go buy some Bad Plans merch. I hear that it's the drippiest of drips. There's a link somewhere.
Can you use that word in the sentence, please?
Is there a link?
The drippiest drip.
We don't watch
boy.
the chat.
Yes. Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else to shout out, you guys, before we get going? We were off for a whole week. Did anyone do anything awesome? Lynette, you got any awesome streams going? Anything you want to?
This weekend, actually, Jessie and Kins, well, actually not Jessie, but Jeff and Lynette, like our real life, actual people
You didn't
personas.
cosplay?
No.
Wait, who?
I would love to. I pitched this idea to Jeff. I was like, hey, so I'll just say what it is. Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific time, we're gonna do a cooking stream. Jeff is gonna. He is the lead chef. I'm the sous chef. Because he's the one that cooks around here. I suggested that we should do it as Kins and Jessie, but maybe that'll be for a future episode. So we're just going to be Jeff and Lynette Saturday.
Don't cut the onion, just smash it with a hammer.
Oh my god, we need to get you a hammer.
The old onion smash.
That is awesome. So this coming Saturday.
Saturday,
at
2 p.m. right before the after show Pacific time. Yeah.
Okay.
At twitch.tv/wizardphd.
That's awesome. We didn't stream it, but we got chickens this last weekend while we were off. So we now have more animals in our backyard.
Wait, you own chickens?
We own 4 chickens now.
Can we come over?
Sure.
Everybody? Okay. Thank you.
And once they start making eggs, which is we hear they do eventually. So far, we've been feeding them for 10 days with no eggs, which I'm seeing as a economic loss for us.
But are they baby chicks or are they like full
No,
grown chickens?
these are full-grown chickens.
I'm very excited about your chickens.
Yeah. Now I am more so. When we first got them, not so much. We had friends leave who had chickens, and they needed to leave the chickens, so we adopted their chickens.
That's awesome.
But so we're basically farmers now. So,
And this has been
Basically
farming hour on Bad
or
Plans.
ranchers, whatever. I don't know. Whatever chicken owners are. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Okay, time for a recap. When we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, you had ventured into the dead city of Stillgate. You found refuge there in the laboratory of Mortimer Gastmere, where he'd led you after meeting you at the gates of the city. You spent that evening discussing all manner of things with Mortimer, learning details about the world and some of the dangers therein. You also learned that there was more to this man than met the eye. His large rimmed hat turned out to be a hat of disguise, a powerful magical item allowing him to take on the appearance of another at will. With his hat removed, you were face to face with Raikkonen, the legendary wizard and champion of Alara. After revealing his true identity, Raikkonen revealed much more. The High Elf claimed to be almost 2,000 years old, and he'd been fighting great evil for his entire life. Most recently, he'd been researching and trying to understand what caused the plague, as well as what was blocking the gate and why. He appealed to you, asking for your help. There are places of power out there, he said, not unlike the great banyan tree on the island of Alara's Rest, and each one is vulnerable. Some are already besieged. A great pyramid, a ziggurat in the heart of the Steel Sands Desert, had been occupied by a man known as the Tinker. He's building an army of constructs made of scrap and parts salvaged from every corner of the continent and infusing them with souls of the dead, those trapped on this side of the gate, unable to pass on. This was, in part, why Raikkonen had put Vinadil's soul into the warforged body. At first, he hadn't believed it would actually work. When it did, and so easily, he knew the madman had to be stopped as soon as possible. The Tinker was also the one from whom Raikkonen had stolen an essential item, a relic of ancient artificer power, and something of great import to Thorcum. You struck out the next morning, headed south for the desert. Not long after leaving the lab, as approaching the city gate, you were attacked, but not by undead. It was a 12-foot-tall, robot-like construct that leapt the walls of the southern gatehouse and began to wreak havoc in the city. As the frozen dead of Stillgate started to awaken from the chaos, you bravely baited it outside, and luckily it followed you. A fierce battle ensued, and although it seemed crudely made of a mishmash of parts and strange materials and metals, it still fought ferociously. Finally, you destroyed it, and at its center found a crude imitation of the Artificer's relic, the power core of Thorcum's old guardian, 13. The Tinker was clearly trying to replicate Thorcum's Artificer powers, and although this one fell relatively easily, it's not hard to imagine how an army of these could be a big problem. So, at Raikkonen's behest, you've left Stillgate and are headed south towards the desert. You find yourself in a red sandstone canyon following a wide, eroded, and overgrown pathway through the Valley of Thorns and towards the desert. It's about a day's travel on foot through this valley. The sun has just risen. The road and hills have eroded without use, and the large, thorny desert flora is overgrown and wild. The road is before you. So what's the plan?
So, where we left off was like we're salvaging this robot, and little spiders leapt out of it.
Yes.
I remember that part.
Those
And one of them
spiders.
died
One of
after
them died.
fighting Belrissa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Am I okay? I think so.
Yeah, I think I looked at it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Jesse said I was okay.
You had a
Looks
couple of
good.
single-digit medicine checks on the wound on Belrissa's leg, and it seems okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Looks
not
good.
bleeding or anything.
It doesn't burn, so I'm gonna say I'm fine. Just yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a mechanical spider. They don't have like real venom.
Yeah, you
Right?
didn't scream as loud as that other time, so you're
Yeah.
fine. That's how I judge pain.
By the screaming.
Yeah, scream level.
Okay, that's a good way.
Mhm.
Do you think we're
So
gonna?
is there a literal road?
There
in
is a
this cave?
road. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so this used to be a pretty major artery to get. Stillgate was sort of the gate to the north from the desert, and before the fall and before the events of the plague and Stillgate being sort of shut down, this was a pretty well-traveled road. In the 100 years since, it's completely overgrown. You can even just from where you are, you can tell that, weather has happened, landslides, things like that. So there's not as much of a road, but there is a pretty clear path.
And we have a map of sorts that Raikkonen gave us, or at least directions. Correct?
You have general directions.
General directions.
Okay.
Yeah, so Thorcum, is this like the same design that you use?
Yeah.
It doesn't look as... It kind of looks mean, which is weird.
That looks
Like
terrible.
it's scouring.
Wait, so you don't put there's no soul in 14, right?
No.
Why does the Tinker need to put the souls in because he doesn't have your special stuff? Or could he make them like is he putting the souls in just for fun? I mean, I know
have
we
no
probably talked
idea.
about this, but he could
Wait,
he
what?
could potentially make robots without souls, right?
Yes,
Just-
but he couldn't power them. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Wait, what
Okay.
makes 14 go?
Me.
You?
Is your soul in 14?
No, it just feeds off my magic.
So if you stopped doing it, he would just be like a metal piece of metal?
I got knocked out once. I don't think he stops. Not initially.
But if you
Oh,
if
okay.
you
Like
if you
if you-
died,
Died.
he would stop.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you die, obviously we'll put you into 14.
Do you want that?
Please don't.
Okay.
Oh,
Last
okay.
will
No.
and testament of Forge Fire. Don't put me in a robot.
Don't put me in a robot.
Wait, Jessie, so now you're okay with putting people in robots?
I'm not okay with it, but if we already did it with a Vin,
It's
just seems
The
logical.
ice is broken.
You might as well, keep it going.
That's it.
You think you're gonna get through the gate?
No, I have this, and I show my ring.
Cool.
It's a nice ring. Good ring.
If I die, my soul goes here.
in the ring?
Wait,
and then
if
the
you-
ring is empowered?
No, it just has me in it
For how long?
till I decide not to be in the ring.
Do you want us to take the ring if you die? Are we all planning for our deaths right now? What should we do? When
It's
we
a
die?
great, it's a
I'm
great
making go
conversation.
invisible.
We're just making conversation as we go down south. You know,
As if I die,
Very existential.
Traveling
if I die,
combo.
just let me go.
All right.
What if you come back though?
we just take off your
Now
gear,
bury me in a
watch your
deep
body.
grave. I don't
Wait,
wanna
we
come
don't
back.
burn you?
Yeah, you can burn me.
Okay.
Burn me.
Okay.
Burn
Vin didn't come back in
Jessie.
his body.
In 14's body?
No, Vin didn't come back in his body. He came
Oh,
back as a
man.
ghost.
Well,
Oh yeah, ghosts.
You can't burn ghosts. And then I just keep walking. I'm enjoying this conversation with you.
Wow. If I die, someone needs to be the grove keeper, but you should put me in
I'll
the
do
tree.
it. I got it. I can do it.
Put you in the tree.
I heard
All
this
right.
story. I read it a couple times. We're good. Plus, Raikkonen really likes me, so it'll be a match.
Oh, yeah. Raikkonen does not like me.
I think he likes us fine. I mean, he
See,
sent
I
us
think
on a
he likes
mission.
y'all fine. He doesn't want to talk to me.
You think he
he's
killed
very
Kira yet?
grumps. You think he's gonna kill? I think
I think
Kira
it's-
would kill him,
think
or
it's
maybe not. I
50-50.
don't know. He's a powerful.
He's like
dude.
thousands of years old. I think he's fine. And also, he's not going to kill Kira.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I can't be sure. He didn't take the zone, so hard to trust him.
He
Hey.
didn't take the zone. Hey, you take the zone?
More merch.
It's the coolest spell I can do. Like,
It's
Needs a
cool spell.
nickname.
Speaking
Z of
of
T. The Z of T.
Speaking of Mortimer / Raikkonen, as y'all are walking Vinadil for the first time, you kind of pull ahead of everybody, and almost in unison, you all notice that there's a sheet of parchment flapping wildly in the wind at Vinadil's back. It's a single steel nail holds it in place as it's
Oh my god.
seems to it's just sort of flapping there, kind of randomly. What do you
Oh,
guys
it says,
do?
"Do not detach under penalty of law." Weird.
Or it says, kick me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go up to the parchment and pull it off him.
Okay, I'm gonna post this note in Sparrow's Corner in Discord if you want
Oh
to read it,
heck
Kins.
yes.
And I'm gonna
Yes.
say, what in the world? Why does he keep nailing things into this body?
Wait, you
You're
didn't
an
feel
inanimate
that?
object.
Oh my
It's
god.
just like
It was like with a magnet.
This thing has, yeah, exactly. Why not magnets? Why nails?
Magnets. Are you magnetic?
I'm metal.
It's gotta be.
I would think I'm magnetic.
All right, the note is there for you to read.
All right. Dearest friends, I thought to leave you with some parting advice. The Steel Sands is a vast area full of history, wonder, and danger. The Tinker builds his influence in the south, but there are many things worth discovering between here and there. I would warn you against marching up to the front gate of the ziggurat and knocking. Get the lay of the land, prepare yourselves, and make allies where you can. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And though you burn brightly, my friends, please take care not to burn out. Mortimer G.
Said friends twice, kids. Not convinced?
I mean,
No, I'm with you. I think he's a
Anybody
jerk.
else have a feeling our trip to the desert just got a whole lot longer?
Yeah.
I was really hoping we were going to be able to like pop down here one day and retrieve
Vin,
that thing and maybe pop
when
it
have
up.
we
day
ever
trip.
done that?
I know.
When have we
You're
ever
a
done
day
that?
trip taker. You want day trips there and back one day.
That's right. That's right. There and back
It's
again.
far. It's nice out here. You know, how often do we get to walk around?
You
We
don't
could be
have
killed by
sand
undead at any day.
blowing into all of your joints. This is not great
That's
for
true.
me.
Can any of us produce water?
He gave us water before we left,
Yeah.
and there is
I
a river
drank it.
down here. There's fresh. There's fresh water down here. That probably should be one of our first things, though, is to try to get down to that river he mentioned.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna.
Allies? Why does he think there's gonna be allies here? More, you know, it'd be cool if one time
Wait, he said allies?
someone just like said the thing, like, "Hey, go see my friends so and so.
Oh.
They live in such and such. They might help you." It's just like there
No.
might be allies
Mysterious
in the desert.
friends.
I know. It's like, what do you mean?
So you wanna meet the friends of a guy who lives in the
Word of
city where everything wants to kill you.
Yeah, that's true.
Vin, do you
That's
need
true.
water?
Okay.
I don't need water. No,
Can you
I'm
drink
fine.
beer still?
I can drink beer.
Where does it go?
It just goes.
Does it come out your knee? Just like
No.
Yeah, it seems like a
I could
seems like a
still.
waste.
I could still filter it.
on.
It just doesn't do anything.
you think you can get drunk still?
Nope. Pretty sure I'm
Oh,
immune to
should we
disease.
try it?
We should find out. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the cheap stuff though. Not
Okay.
using anything. Like that.
we can
Experimental
do a
brews.
drinking
Go
game
full
later,
Portsmouth.
Jessie.
Yeah.
We'll do a
Okay. Yeah.
drinking
Me
game
versus
later.
you. All right.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, jeez.
Robot versus dwarf drinking contest.
This is what happens when we don't play for a week.
Yeah. Speaking of not playing for a week, so does anybody have a magical ability to produce water? Is that a thing? You
I
can
do not.
I mean, our druid.
I can
does,
prepare
if
it, but not
if she
right now.
wants to,
Okay,
yeah.
so not
Yeah.
right now, but that is something you have. So
I could create the illusion of water.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
That would work.
It'll work for him.
desert mirage.
That's
You
what
I'm
know,
wondering.
create water. It's perfect. So you might recall from your conversations several weeks ago that the desert is massive. This is a several-week journey at minimum. You know, even if you just beelined it straight all the way across to the southwest of the desert to find the Tinker, that is a multi-week journey across scorched sand desert. So I need you guys to be thinking about things like, hey, have we had any water today, and where did we get it, and things like that. 'Cause that's-
Sunscreen.
Yeah, and are you wearing sunscreen? And where is my UV protection right now?
Yes.
Can we fill a bag of holding with water? Is it like watertight? Like just
I
That would
definitely
work,
wouldn't
right?
stop you from trying to do that. I'll just say that.
We don't
Do we
have a
have-
bag of holding
oh
currently.
we don't.
No.
Wait, Kins, if you make water, like, where does it go? Do we have to like? sit
We
and
need
We have canteens.
we need an
and stuff.
an open container,
Oh, okay.
We
so
have
I can
those.
create
Yeah.
water in a open container.
Can you just like, what if I'm thirsty? Can you just like summon the water in my stomach?
I can't put it in there. It's just it needs to like fall. Like I can make it rain on you, and you can try to drink it from yeah, from the sky.
Is it a cantrip? It is a cantrip, isn't it?
No, it's a spell.
Oh, it's a spell. Okay, so you couldn't just like run it all day. Just
So-
a rain cloud falling somewhere.
He seemed to indicate that we could get there from the water, taking this river at least part of the way.
He had suggested that you could either go the way you're going now, or you could retreat all the way to Portsmouth and then take a ship down the coast.
Right.
And that it would ultimately take you about the same amount of time.
But
And then
that
we could
means
see
that
the
as we're
pirates.
going, we should run into this river at some point as we walk south too, I would think, right? Because it's going to cut into the inland or something, I would assume.
Yeah, the river is basically on the sort of southwestern side of the desert. So it's you would probably have inferred from the conversation that the river is not close. It's kind of the ziggurat is near the river, and the ziggurat is quite far.
Got it.
Oh, so the river's like we would have almost rounded the entire continent in the boat.
Correct. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. So we should just like conserve until Kins can create water. And
Yeah,
then
and
we should
Kins,
be
we
okay.
might need you to do some scouting for like an oasis or anything. Like, I mean,
I can do that.
if there's
can do
people
that right
out
now.
here, there's got to be water out here. And if there's treasures out here, there's probably ruins out here too. So, I mean, I guess we start walking and see what we see. And yeah, if you want to do some, well, I guess Ziggy could scout too. Put that guy to work. Let him earn
Oh,
his
yeah.
keep.
Yeah, I mean, he did
Yeah.
not do anything in the last fight. He's gotta
Oh, yikes.
step it up.
I'm gonna find Steed Camel.
You're gonna find Steed Camel. Oh my god.
So
I
right
love all
now
the animals.
you're not in the desert yet. You
Okay.
are basically walking through like these tall sort of red
It's like a
sandstone
canyon.
canyons. Yeah, it's
Okay.
if you can imagine that, like there's this road that cuts through these hills, through these canyons, almost Grand Canyon-esque, like or like Red Rocks in Vegas, like that kind of kind of dry desert canyons. And on the other side of these hills is where the actual white sand desert kind of begins. So you've still got a bit of a journey kind of through the rocky, canyons before you get to the desert itself.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna pull out some Pokeballs as well. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just pulling up my chart to see who's gonna join us today.
Who's gonna join us today?
Wow, that is the most text I've ever seen in a spell.
That is
Jeff.
so much text. She just
Find
posted the
Steed.
Find Steed spell. It's like 20 paragraphs. of detail.
It's very
My bad. I
complicated
clicked cast, but apparently, I guess it shows it.
because it brings up the spell. Yeah.
All right, we've got a direwolf with us.
Nice.
Ooh, a direwolf.
Is it
What's
Fred?
Is it Daryl
What's
or
his
Fred?
name?
Is it Fred or Daryl? Can we tell?
It's I don't know. Can you?
It's up to you, I think.
Make an animal handling check, Belrissa.
Okay.
The question is, would Fred or Daryl retain
Would they-
memory of our adventures?
Would they be willing to come back when the spell called them? It's like,
3.
So close to
I
a
know
20.
it was so close to a 20.
It sure is a direwolf. You have no idea. You're still relatively new to using this item. You've only used it, 5 or 6 times. So it's your call.
I like squint at it and like, Fred, come here, Fred. Does he come?
The direwolf does walk up to you and kind of kind of like the nose kind of goes around you and kind of like sniffs at Ziggy, who's kind of riding on your shoulders again. It just, hey, and it just starts pawing at him, and Ziggy just like the wings beat, and he kind of hovers up, and just you get that kind of like the hairs rising on the back of his neck a little bit. There's like this little face off, and then finally the direwolf just and then kind of nuzzles your face a little bit, Belrissa, and then
Aw.
turns.
All right. I'm not sure if it's Fred. It might be, but he's cool.
Okay, get all your words at me out before I turn into an eagle. If you need me to.
Give me all the words, people.
no, I'm just saying. I mean,
Look for water. Look for dead people.
we've got a
look
sniffer.
for
We've got a visual
quicksand.
person. Yeah, like
Oh.
Let us
Can I-
know
can
if
you
you
see-
see any
I don't
really
know. Can you
crappy
see
robots
quicksand?
out
Oh,
there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do not want to get punched again by a robot because that was not fun.
Yeah, look for robots.
I think if you find danger, you should come back and just like squawk super loud.
That's right.
So you want me to
squawks for
draw
danger.
attention to
Big
y'all?
screech. Yeah.
No, Ziggy's gonna come with you.
Squawk once for danger. Squawk twice for
Three squawks
more
means
danger.
everything's okay.
Okay, levels of danger. The more
Scale
squawks.
1 to 10.
Also
Yeah.
danger.
Okay, I can do that.
Come on, the chat's got to know the 2 squawks for it's okay. 3 squawks for danger. It's okay.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Fan. Turning
Okay.
didn't work.
We're breaking the 4th wall. You don't know they're next to each other. They're in completely
I mean, we have the
different
same
locations.
background.
Only if people put it together, it's all different proportions.
Wait, where's other? That's really far.
I know. See,
Okay,
it's
sorry.
we're far.
Fourth
okay.
wall.
Anyway, Ziggy's gonna come with Kins. He's gonna follow her. Keep her safe.
Ziggy can't fly
Okay,
that
but
fast
not
or
on
that
top
far.
though, right? He's
He
not riding.
He can fly far, just not fast.
Because I'm gonna be very mad. I'm
If
gonna be
Ziggy-
very
You're like,
mad.
no, you're not allowed.
Does your eagle have a mustache?
I don't have an eagle filter until I get an eagle filter.
Wow, this is what you chose.
That's
It's
little
like-
wings.
that's-
Photoshop Thursdays. Chat, remember this. Okay,
Okay, I no longer want to ride the.
so you.
Hey Jesse, would you like a mustache ride?
Would you like a ride, sir? Are you? So you're an eagle now? That happened.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
So Kenneth
yes.
turns into an eagle, and yeah, what are you doing? So,
I'm gonna scout ahead,
Okay, cool.
scanning with my eagle eyes sight.
So the if you can picture this, the way this road / overgrown trail kind of thing works is that you're sort of dipping in and out of these kind of slot canyon type of things. So there'll be sections of it that are super wide open, completely exposed, sun beating on you. The hills rise up on either side, and in some cases they kind of rise up into steep cliffs. And then at times, you'll kind of the path will narrow again, and you'll find yourself in this probably 10 or 12 foot wide slot canyon with sort of sheer cliffs going up either side. But at pretty much all times, you can just sort of circle them and see them below. There's not any points where you're in like a cave, but there are times when you're kind of like in between these pretty tight slots. Kins, as you fly maybe a mile or so ahead of where the group is now, you guys are probably a couple hours into your day's hike. Kins, what you see on the path, which is pretty much obviously on the road / path that these guys are walking on, you can see that there is what looks to be the wreckage of like maybe a wagon or some sort of cart or something like that, kind of just right in the road.
Okay, I'll swoop down and get closer so I can see if there's a person there or if it's just completely abandoned.
Sure. Okay. So you're able to swoop down and perch kind of like up on one of the sandstone outcroppings. Go ahead and make a perception check using the eagle stats.
Okay. Eagle. Oh my god! Did you see how close? Okay. Oh no, you didn't see the roll, did you? It was gonna be a 16 plus 3, but it's actually a 3 plus.
You get advantage.
You have to remind me now because I'm an eagle, not a polar bear. Okay, just
Do
kidding.
eagles
22.
just have advantage?
Advantage
For
on
sight-based perception, yeah.
Sight-based
great.
perception.
Okay. Yeah, that's excellent. All right. So what's the roll?
22 total.
22. Great. Okay. So
Nice.
you're able to. I mean, you have literal eagle eyes. Like you're just, you're watching this thing, and you kind of perch for a moment, and everything is perfectly still. You actually see the scurrying of an iguana kind of run across the sand, and over on the opposite side, you can see a little field mouse kind of like pop his head out of the dirt, and but you're laser focused on this wreckage. What you're looking at is basically what was clearly a wagon. But it's probably been here a long time. The wood is all dry rotted, and it seems like it's collapsed in on itself. You can see the remnants of what looked to be cloth, that's all just been completely eaten away. And you don't see any creatures or people or even any bodies or anything like that. It's just the wreckage of this wagon.
Okay. I'm going to just ignore it, I guess. I'm gonna go fly up. Or were there any containers?
With a 22, I will say from where you are, there is what looks to be like a box. It's hard to tell what it is exactly from your distance because you're kind of like still up there. There is what looks like could be a container, yes.
Oh, is Ziggy still with me?
He's trying to catch up.
He's like, hey, slow down. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. He actually he flies up to you a few minutes later. He's like, okay. Listen. All right, can we just stay? I need a rest. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hey, what is what? Hey, you seeing what I'm seeing? You see that there?
Yes, I just moved my little bird-like head, like trying to gesture, like, and then hoping that he gets the message that I'm going over
What do your eagle
there.
eyes see?
I kind of tilt my head as birds do, and then I'll just.
I don't understand what that. We should have come up with some code or something. Okay, wait, hold on. Is there is something down there gonna kill us? If so, squawk really like squawk. Oh, okay.
I just shake my head no.
Is there something maybe that's pretty good down there, huh?
I'll flap my wings.
I'll take that as a yes. Okay, I will go communicate this situation to sort of. Just give me a minute though. Hold on. Can he telepathically communicate with you?
Yes.
Over what distance?
Any distance.
Any
The
distance.
world.
The whole
you
world.
kidding?
As long as you're on the same plane of existence.
You get like a
Oh,
you
yeah.
get like a mind telepathic connection from Ziggy, and he basically describes to you what's seen here. You're about maybe at this point probably like maybe a quarter mile down the road from where they are.
All right. So no one's around? Just an empty cart, or not? Just a cart abandoned?
A moment passes, and then telepathically you just hear, give me a minute, hold on. She's so fast.
Maybe she could like give you a ride next time.
I asked, but she just took off. No, he says no, but nobody's around. There's no movement other than just like random little critters and stuff like that.
Sweet, check it out.
Okay, so you guys are
keep
gonna
on going. Yeah.
All right. So you so as you approach,
I'm gonna just real quick. I'm gonna see Belrissa. Can Fred, or maybe Fred, just be like sniffing around? Let's have him make sure he just kind of patrols in front of us.
Yeah, Fred, if you
Sniffing.
hear anything, anyone, any creatures at all, let us know. Use that dog nose of yours.
That's right.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys walk up to... Okay, so what you find is... What you can obviously see in front of you before any checks is that this is clearly an old wagon. The wreckage is kind of firmly in the road. It's unclear without further investigation why it's here or what it's doing, but the one thing that's kind of obvious is that it's really old, and it's been here for a long time. I mean, probably like 100 years. Like, it's all rotted, and the only reason it's still even as in the condition it's in is because it's pretty dry here, being close to the desert, but there is dry rot kind of all over the wood, but it's sort of collapsed in on itself, and it's like this pile of parts essentially. But if anybody wants to investigate it, they can make an investigation check.
I definitely want to investigate.
I look over at Thorkim.
What are you implied, Vinny?
Oh,
I'll take my passive 23.
10, which is my passive.
Okay. All right. So, Belrissa, you are I mean, you can see a couple things before we get into Thorcum kind of Sherlock Holmesing this thing.
Like delicately picking wood out. Like,
Belris, a couple things that you notice are that you're kind of looking out for people, right? Like, where are the skeletons? Where are the undead? You know, just that typical kind of thing that you're going to approach any situation with. Nobody's here. No skeletons.
Rattlesnakes.
No. Yeah. There are. There does appear to be what looks like a chest, like the big sort of wagon chest that you'd see typically at the rear of a wagon. There is one that looks like it's collapsed kind of underneath a lot of the. If you can picture like the large wagon, it's just sort of caved in on itself, so a lot of the rubble is lying on top of this chest, but it's pretty obviously there. Thorcum, as you just kind of passively kind of walk around and take a look at everything, somewhat casually, you notice that one of the wheels is broken, and it looks like as this wagon was moving, it probably hit a rock or something, and the actual wagon wheel broke and kind of tilted in. It's not rotted, or the way it's rotted would suggest that this break happened before it became stationary. So that's your best guess as to why it's here. You also see the chest, and you can see that it has a crude metal lock kind of holding it closed. You'd kind of infer from looking at it that you could pick the lock, or you could probably pretty easily break the chest open as well. What do you guys want to do?
I will get my thieves' tools out. Actually, roll for that.
Yeah, you'll have to clear some of the old wood away, because the chest is kind of underneath this like pile of stuff.
Question: Kins is not here.
She's right now. Kins is like up on an outcropping, like just watching the scene.
So I know this wagon's pretty well rotted. Is there any way that we can magically fix it?
It's kind of just a pile of rotted wood.
No. Okay. So it is just basically trash on the side of the road.
Pretty much, yeah.
Identifiable trash, but trash nonetheless.
Correct. Yeah. Even if you were able to reassemble the parts, the materials are too far gone to bear any weight.
Okay. Does the chest look like it has magic runes in it? Is it trapped? Is it a mimic?
It's all of those.
All
things.
great questions.
Also,
you could make an
insight
Arcana check.
Also, inside check.
Inside check on the chest.
Check on the chest.
Inside check.
How is the chest feeling right now?
Oh, I am proficient.
How it
in
escalated
Arcana.
all the way up.
The chest is a liar.
Oh, I rolled a
but
1.
I could use some water.
Oh,
And that one on that one.
So,
perfect.
Belrissa, you as you approach the chest, you get this like really weird feeling that there's probably a trap on this chest. Like you just get this like that kind of, you know, the hairs stand up on the back of your neck a little bit. You get this like kind of like this like sixth sense kind of feeling, and as Thorcum approaches the chest, you just have this dreadful feeling that he's about to explode from some unknown magic.
Wait!
I rolled a 15. No,
Wait! Don't open the chest.
Did you clear all the rubble away? Like it's like
Yeah, 14 and I were
14.
working on that. Yeah.
okay.
Thorcum, don't open it.
All right, so Belrissa, he just totally ignores you, and just walks up to this chest, and
He's gonna die. Guys, stop him.
So we're in the middle of nowhere.
Uh-huh. That doesn't mean
And,
it's not
caution.
a trapped chest.
We were literally in the town of the dead,
Uh-huh.
and you were just okay to frolic around.
Yeah, but this thing has
Yeah,
been
but-
here for forever.
True. But I got a
Open in the
really
chest.
bad feeling.
I wouldn't. Why didn't
Okay,
somebody
so-
else just get the chest?
so
I'm gonna take
so
cover.
Belrissa, yeah, you are like, oh man, like you're
gonna
totally
stand back
freaked
a
out by
little
this whole
bit.
situation, and Thorcum, the lock practically falls apart when you try to pick it, but you are successful. As the lock pops open, and you lift, the top almost just falls off as you open it. Inside the chest, there is a human skeleton kind of curled up in almost like a fetal position. And as soon as the light touches it, you see it start to move.
Jesse!
And it starts to...
Yes, I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Ziggy, what's in the chest? What's in the chest?
Hey, get back from it. Get back from it.
That's a you should probably blast it.
I knew that was a bad chest.
And within 5 or 6 seconds, the thing just a skeletal hand just and it grabs the edge like to pull itself up, and the wood just collapses, and the whole box just sort of falls apart, and the skeleton kind of like rolls onto the ground, and Thorcum, as you see it up close, it has kind of long, rotted hair. It's got like, having been inside this chest, it has the cloth that it was wearing is a little bit protected. It looks like what used to be a dress of some kind. It looks to be a female skeleton, human probably, but sure enough, it's definitely undead, and it immediately gets up and goes after you. What do you want to do?
Blast it.
Belrissa blasts it. Go ahead and make an attack roll. She's already like freaked out, and as soon as it happens, you just like no hesitation. Belrissa just fireball. What are you doing?
No, not fireball. Everyone's around there.
Has that ever stopped you before?
Yes. Stops me all the time.
There goes the current.
Why is my why can I not? Oh, there we go. Did that roll? Yes.
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay. And 10 force damage. Okay, yeah. So as you might expect, the century-old dry rotted skeleton, basically Belrissa she blasts it immediately, and it's just down right away. Like whatever vague magical energy had kept this thing alive, locked in this chest, is immediately dispatched, and the thing just sort of falls apart into 5 or 6 pieces and just kind of crumples on the ground. Threat
Good
eliminated.
shot.
Thank you. Thorcum. Told you it was bad.
Man.
I look in the chest to see if there's anything else. It's a horrible way to die. Locked
It
in a
is.
chest.
Who locks a person in a chest like that?
Do we know of any like slave trade or anything that used to happen down here? Those of us who were like, because 100 years, you're describing something that was potentially pre-plague. This cart.
The plague was 100
right?
years ago.
Yeah. So like this cart was potentially right then or around then, I guess. I mean, do we know of any slave trade that used to happen around here?
Make a history check.
I don't know what you guys are thinking about. Somebody clearly locked away
17.
an undead. Smart. They were
17.
smart people.
Slave trade in this area around that time frame is not something that you'd be familiar with. You know that slavers in general are not unheard of, but on a main road, probably traveling to or from Stillgate, probably unlikely. That would be your best guess.
But this wasn't a coffin? This wasn't like a locked coffin?
No, this was like the main sort of wagon trunk that was on the back of this wagon.
Okay.
In fact, as the skeleton immediately is just sort of broken up into a bunch of pieces, as it had gripped the chest and tried to climb out, it had kind of broken, and a bunch of stuff spilled out of it. One of the things that you immediately see, Thorcum, is there are a bunch of what look to be drawings or sketches, a bunch of pieces of parchment that they look like they were probably stacked up in this chest, but are now sort of spilled out across the wreckage, and just the wind is kind of tossing them around a little bit through this slot canyon, and there's probably like 20 of them. What do you want to do?
Pick one up, look at him.
So you take a look at the sketches, and they appear to depict 2 females in various places. Whoever drew these was clearly very talented. They're drawn with charcoal, and there's a lot of detail in these drawings. They're kind of are kind of random. You know, it's almost like this was like a sketchbook, where probably one of these people who was traveling was just drawing these things along the way, and you see scenes of you know, the wagon, you know, different places in the desert. There's a couple. Hold on, let's see here. I thought I'd made a little note here. Yeah. Anyway, so it's sketches of two women. They appear to be either sisters or just close, and they're just traveling. They're traveling together. There's one with them at a waterfall. There's one with them at what looks to be an oasis in the desert. You can see that there's different sort of ruins in some of them, and you can see what looks to be the gates of Stillgate. And one of them, there's a woman is standing at the gate, being turned away by a guard in one of the drawings. And you can, it looks to, these are probably drawn over the course of years and years, as it's just wherever these two women were traveling. You also see that in the crate there was a bunch of just miscellaneous crafts. Like there's some different dolls that were put together, some different ceramics and things like that. And with your investigation skill, your kind of deductive abilities, you'd probably put together that these were like their wares, and these were probably some traveling merchants.
Bad way to go. Shall we move on?
Do the dolls look like usable? Like, would a kid like them? Or are they like real gross?
They're in rough shape.
Okay, we'll leave.
Kind of rotted.
There's nothing around, like no caves or any obvious like.
Make a perception check, Vin.
I'll tuck some of the drawings away. Fold them.
That's a 2.
A 2. No, you don't.
Oh dear.
Really anything all that interesting. Thorcom, you notice one more thing as you're sort of peeling away, and it's a small glint of metal kind of underneath the pile of bones that Bilrissa just took care of.
Last time I touched a metal piece, something bad happened. Jesse, you want to pick it up?
Yeah, what? Where?
Right there.
Yeah, sure, yeah. What is it?
Don't know.
I go up to it. I crouch.
Jesse, you have to sort of roll over the upper torso of the skeleton to reveal
I
what
kick
it
it
is.
with my foot.
And around the neck of this woman is a small medallion, which looks to be it's kind of a leather strap with what looks to be a coin. It's about the size of a typical gold coin, but it's the embossing on it is, you recognize it. It's not what you would expect on a gold coin. It's actually got a coiled snake around the coin itself, and you immediately recognize it as the same embossing that's on the jade stone that is currently hidden inside of 14. And this gold coin has basically a hole drilled in it, and it's been made into a medallion around the neck of this skeleton.
Yeah, okay. You guys know that thing that made the guy become a snake?
Yeah.
Boom, this has that on it.
Oh man. That's
It's kind of weird, right? What are the odds of
yeah.
that? Kind of nice,
What are
though.
the odds, indeed?
Let's not. No one put the necklace on, just in case that also turns you into a snake.
I poke it with my finger. Boop, bink.
As I'm observing this, I'm assuming Kins is like not right next to them. I'm gonna gently grab Ziggy with my little talons and carry him over to the group.
Gentle,
gentle.
Kins found some roadkill. Oh, no, never mind.
I am fragile.
I'll just gently drop him on the ground.
Hey. Oh, okay. I can fly, but I appreciate I appreciate that.
So there's a snake. There used to be a snake cult person. That's my conclusion.
I mean, I
Seems-
think this is what that symbol is, right? Isn't
Yeah.
this the same symbol?
It definitely is. Thorcum,
Okay.
do you have the stone? Can we look at it? Does it look the
Definitely
same?
not.
Oh.
No.
It's-
Yes to the
together.
first question. No to the second question.
What?
It's
Do you want
okay.
the necklace?
So I recall that Mortimer actually said the origin of the temple was it Thulian? Is that the
Yeah, the Thulesian, yeah, or the Thulesh were the
Thulesh?
people.
Does this represent them?
Are the Thulesh
History
snake,
check?
snake people?
Thorcum history check.
History check. I'm pretty good at history. 21.
Nice.
21. The Thulesh were an ancient people. They were reptilian, lizard-like people. You probably would have inferred by now, Thorcum, from just your general knowledge of history and being a relatively smart guy, that the thing that you acquired on that island was a Thulesian artifact. The Jade Chain, which is the broken continent, which is basically an archipelago of like hundreds of broken islands that's way out to the east of Krasmadur, the continent you're on now. It was the ancestral home of the Thulesian Empire, and it was destroyed thousands of years ago. This emblem on this coin is clearly sort of their, or one of their symbols.
Shall we move on?
You tell us this?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Neat.
I'm
That's
not
kind of cool.
not nearly so
This-
excited about these potential ruins now.
Is the
Don't
coin
worry,
old?
robots first.
Does the coin seem old?
Coins is very old, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up one of the big leg bones and toss it to Fred.
There's no drawings of any lizards. Like it was all human stuff. It was just like ruins and stuff potentially, but no like lizard drawings or anything like that.
Now that you are looking specifically for that, you flip through some of the sketches and you see there's one where the wagon is parked in sort of a caravan with several other wagons, and there's a bunch of people who are standing around what looks to be a campfire just enjoying themselves, and in the backdrop you can see half buried sort of pillars coming up out of the ground, and you can see it's not the same symbol, but you can see serpent-like carvings on the what are clearly ancient ruins that these wagons were parked near. You can't really tell like where this is or anything like that from the sketch. It's just a charcoal sketch of this scene, but there's definitely ruins in the background with these symbols on them.
So we got some cave hunters here. People diving into ancient relic places trying to look for goods. Maybe not these two, but they apparently hung out with those people.
And locked each other in chests. Super weird.
Yeah.
Super weird. I have a feeling she might have died first, but who knows? All right, well, south we go.
Keep going.
All right, you continue heading south on the road.
That's right. The quiet episode.
I'm blind.
It's just...
You continue to walk, and Kins, you I'm assuming you're continuing to scout ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say an hour and a half goes by, and you find a little bit further down this road that there has been a pretty significant landslide or mudslide. It's hard to tell. There's just basically a massive piece of the side of the hill has collapsed, and basically the sandstone has completely covered up the path. So you can tell that the group is basically walking towards, and we'll see probably within the next 10 or 15 minutes, that the path is impassable ahead. And you can just fly over it. You can kind of look around and see how they might be able to, climb up the side of the cliff or go around it. But they're not going to just be able to walk through it. That's what you see ahead of them now.
All right, I'll fly back to the group. And, oh, man, this is my second wild shape for the day. So, okay, Ziggy's with me, though, right?
Wait, is it your
He's
second
supposed to
one?
be.
Yeah, you've
Well,
already
because
done-
we had the earlier one where we fought the robot, and then I
Falcon
got
punch.
punched in the face.
Oh, it's
So
still
that
the
was my
same
first
day.
one.
That's the same
And so
day?
this is my second
Okay.
one, yeah.
Yeah, same day.
Yeah, Zig's supposed to be hanging out with you.
Yeah, Ziggy's with you, and yeah, if you like, I mean, we could say that same kind of drill. Like Ziggy basically communicates that back to Belrissa,
All right.
so you know
I
that.
mean, couldn't Kins like carry us over one at a time?
I could.
Ish.
Split the party one at
Yeah.
a time. Just
But-
hope no
but
one comes for
Can
you.
she bring my camel?
Rip camel.
Did you just summon it again? It's a magic camera,
Aren't
right?
camels like really good climbers?
We could kill your camel, and
No,
then it
you're
just
thinking
comes
of
back.
goats.
That
Oh.
mountain
Goats?
camel.
Yeah,
Is
does
it
it
the way
come
it
back?
works? Yeah, like if you just take it to 0 hit points, doesn't it just come back?
Well,
We
we
could
could
just-
find out.
How does it work?
We gotta read
my
these.
God!
Read that whole essay on
20
the spell.
paragraphs of. Okay, let's see. When the steed drops to 0 hit points, it disappears.
Yeah, I could cast the spell again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can just dismiss it. You don't have to kill him.
But he'd have to cast it again.
Yeah, I have to cast it again. But it's like, come on, I'm attached to this guy. Look at him, Leonard.
You can communicate with your camel telepathically within 1 mile.
Oh, that's cool.
Is your name Leonard? No, it doesn't matter.
It just spits.
Yeah, exactly. Spit once for yes. Yeah, guy. I think Kins could probably carry us.
I can carry
Look at her,
240
she's
pounds
gigantic.
right now.
Yeah, how much
I
is
think-
14 less?
A lot
Check and
more,
see.
but I could levitate him.
I think you just slow down when you get overweight. I think you can
Okay.
carry more, but but check and see if there's something about that. I don't know if that's just a.
We should just
like a
find
homebrew.
out in practice.
In practice, yeah.
Yeah, try to put Finn on your back and then carry me and see what happens.
How much does Vin weigh?
Well, I'm 300 pounds, so just.
I was gonna say,
carrying
I
me
think
would
Vin is
be-
a solo trip.
How-
by
how much-
himself.
Just
your
go.
metal
How much can
guy.
you carry, Kins?
240 is my eagle capacity.
Okay, you can carry like 1/6 of the camel.
You can carry
They
me.
weigh
my
1,400 pounds.
That's a lot of.
Well, don't they carry
Pounds.
water? That's probably why they're
Yeah,
heavy.
Douglas, a thirsty boy.
Douglas.
When you summon it, does it come with water? No, because it's like
Half.
a spiritual camel. It's not.
Spiritual water.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
It's not
Holy,
real
holy water.
Okay, well, I'm just waiting here for whoever is hopping on me first.
I guess I could try to climb.
I cast
That's a-
levitate.
That's
We're
an
gonna have the
acrobatic. Can I
robot
do?
Finn.
Can I acrobatically climb? Like, can I,
Oh,
I try
dear.
to swing up the thing?
So
Something.
at this point, we're at this impasse.
I'm assuming, yeah,
Right.
you've gotten up
Yeah,
to
okay.
this thing, and it's about probably about 30 feet high. And
Oh, okay, cast levitate then.
it's just a bunch of like basically the whole side of this one canyon is just collapsed in. So it's not like one very clean face. It's just a bunch of like rubble in the way. Okay, so Thorcum cast levitate on yourself, I'm assuming.
No, levitate only goes 20 feet.
Oh, so you can't go higher than. Okay.
Can't go higher than this.
Hmm.
Looks like
Okay.
we're climbing, boys. Who's got the best athletics?
Camels
we
can
go
run
over
40
the
miles
rope?
an hour. You could like launch it off something. I'm just kidding.
I can
Looking at
climb. I'm
camel
a good
stats.
climber.
You're a good climber. You jump up there and throw a rope down for us.
Yeah, or Kins could lift me up there and I could go.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can.
I think, well, I can't talk, so I can't tell you what I want.
Kins.
I think we should look over the area, because we didn't look over the area. I just saw it and came back.
Yeah, I wanna jump on Eaglecans.
There we go.
I'm gonna fly.
Oh man. All right.
I'm gonna hand Belrissa a rope.
All right.
Oh man, we're helicopter eagle coming, reporting for duty, just in case. All right. Anyone else coming on? Just Belrissa?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm too heavy.
We're not going to make any comments on her weight, but she's close
Got
to
it.
300 pounds. So.
All right, I'm wrapping up with Belrissa and her rope.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Belrissa, you easily fly up, and it's not like there's this like very clean flat top to this because it's just a bunch of rubble, but you are able to get up to the top of it. And Belrissa, you have the rope. What do you want to do?
All right, I'm gonna find a big old rock to tie the rope around.
Okay, make a survival check.
Yeah.
To tie a knot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
While she's doing that, can I scan on the other side of this like hill?
Yep. Yeah, make a perception check.
I'm real good at survival. I rolled a 4.
Okay. So Belrissa finds a big rock and basically wraps the rope around it, ties a pretty good knot. Belrissa, you're feeling pretty good about that.
Mm-hmm.
You lower the rope down. What's happening next?
I yelled
I'll
out,
go.
guys, it's safe.
I'll start climbing. I'm a good climber. Here I go.
Okay.
I had
first,
17
hold
on
on.
perception.
Sorry, what was the perception?
Sorry, 17.
17. Cool. It looks like fairly just back to being uneventful, kind of open pathway in and out of the canyons, kind of as far as you can see from here.
Before I start climbing, I dismiss Douglas. Good luck. And then I look at Fred and I'm like, all right, well, good luck to you too. And I start climbing.
Right as you dismiss him, it's like his eyes widen a little bit and they just start to water, and you just
Oh no.
Aw.
just for a split second you feel like you see this like really sad look in his face, and then poof, he's gone.
You'll never be forgotten.
Douglas!
Okay, Jeshi, go ahead and make an athletics check. You're climbing the rope or the side of the cliff?
The rope.
Okay, cool.
16.
All right, so you get about 20 feet off the side of the cliff when Belrissa's knot completely just unravels itself, and you fall 20 feet onto your back.
Featherfall.
Ooh.
Oh, Thorcum reacts with Featherfall.
Nice.
And you float down and just land on your back very
It's like
gently.
a cloud.
Okay.
Okay, good start.
The rope is now on the ground.
Oh, sorry, guys. That sucked.
No problem.
Okay,
Pick my
I'll
rope up and put it back in my pack.
leave Belrissa there and I will fly. Well, now that I know that it doesn't look like it's dangerous, I'll leave her there. It's fine. I'll go back over. Here I am, just your Uber coming over, Uber Eagle.
Hello, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll lean down for Jeshi to get on my back.
I milk it.
I start like snapping at him with my beak.
I snap back.
Can she carry you, Jeshi, with your armor and everything?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I'm only 155 pounds.
We'd have to retcon the cannonball if she couldn't.
Oh, yeah. She's been
Yeah,
carrying a lot.
I did. I like threw him away.
Right. Yeah. No, we've been through this. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably right near the edge. You said
yeah.
like 250, right?
I don't really like
240.
doing like encumbrance rule. It just takes forever. But we'll just have to like within reason. Like Vinadil, clearly too heavy. Jeshi with full plate armor, probably going to be too heavy at that point. But for now, you barely managed to get him off the ground and bring him up, no problem.
Oh, I shed everything that I need to shed. It's no problem.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave it for the rest of them
one
to
gauntlet and
carry.
one boot.
All right.
Yeah, no, some of my rations by
Oh my god.
my armor, but those rations are heavy. My God.
There's a bit of
my
shade.
God.
Are heavy, but we
When
need them,
you're-
right?
When you're in the canyons, you're kind of like naturally shaded a little bit, and Belrissa and Jeshi, now that you're up on the top of one of these, like the sun is just beating down. It's real hot and uncomfortable, but you are up there now. All right, who's next?
One day of my rations weighs as much as my hammer.
So,
Magic is cool.
hungry boy.
What? Wait, Jeshi, did you have rope? Or are we abandoning the rope idea?
Well, how are we gonna get the robots up?
I thought that we were doing the rope thing again.
Oh, okay. Then
Oh
yeah,
my
I'll
God.
take the rope. Yeah. I thought you were gonna shepherd everyone up, but they're too heavy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the rope. I'll
Are.
take the rope. Give me the rope. Thorcom rope.
We don't know what's happening to the wolf.
The
wolf needs to
wolf.
be staying.
I've got a plan for the wolf.
But I can hold the rope. You know, I'll tie it and hold it. We'll be good.
Steel Defender tries to ascend.
By climbing?
Yeah.
All right. So as 14 begins to climb, at first it seems totally like sandstone is very featured. So there's lots of like these holds that kind of jut out, and it's fairly easy to climb, except for when he reaches out and grabs a hold, and an entire just chunk of the cliff just breaks off, and he just falls down about probably about 15 feet and just kind of lands on the ground.
I don't feather fall, but he repairs himself.
Okay. Takes a little damage, uses his repair. One of 3, right? He can do something like that.
All right, did you give me the rope?
No, you're up there.
Okay. Well, bye guys.
Okay. I'll
You
fly
don't
back
have a
over
rope?
and grab the rope with my beak. Like, let me just do it myself. As an eagle, let me just do this. And you're gonna have to tie
You want
it 'cause I
something
can't-
done right. You do it yourself as an
Oh
eagle.
my gosh.
Evan's
I
making
tie
this
it.
group skill check as hard as he can.
I
Sorry.
tie it and I hold on to it after I
Okay.
tie it.
Okay, make a survival check for your knot.
Oh my god, can we not?
All right, so Jessie, you basically learning from
Like the
Belris's
worst
mistake.
idea ever.
you
Yeah,
know,
she rolled a 1.
learning from
We're just
Belris's
stuck
mistake.
here.
You choose a different rock, right? Obviously, because that's what you do. You
Which one did you
wrap your
use,
rope
this one?
around the rock, you know, and you tie a knot. You've been in the military. You know all about knots. You're good. You tie a knot, and you think to yourself, I'm redundancy, right? Safety. I'm gonna wrap it around my waist a bunch of times also, and then we'll have extra
Oh no.
extra safety. All right.
Yes.
So the rope is now lowered down. Who's next?
Brilliant.
Yes, me. All right, that's athletics check.
Yes, sir.
14.
Okay, cool. All right. So between the featured face of the of the sandstone and the rope, you're heavy. This is harder than as a drow, as a rogue. Climbing was kind of your jam. You know, this was easy for you, but you find it to be, even though you feel stronger physically, just moving is trickier. But you do manage to get most of the way up, and as you get to the rim of kind of climbing up over and topping out on this cliff, you throw one arm up, and then you reach up and you instinctively grab the rope, and you pull. And as you do, Jessie stumbles a little bit. The knot behind him gives out, and the two of you go tumbling off the top of the cliff, and you both fall about 30 feet.
Feather fall. Doesn't
And-
slap.
How long does Featherfall last?
Just
So
a minute.
ridiculous.
This is terrible.
I'm just trying to imagine this actually playing out. It's like
All
I
right,
can do multiple targets. and it's
Kins, come get me. Come get me. I take the rope back up. Oh, Kins, get me. Kins, I got it.
okay.
I'm
I'll
gonna-
swoop back.
I'm gonna
Each of you
help-
take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Feather-
Well, one of you got Featherfalled. Can you cast it on both of them?
Yeah, I can do up to 5 targets.
Oh, well, great. Okay, then no damage.
No damage.
Thorcom yet again
Just-
saves everyone.
Just burning spell slots.
Yeah.
I take
Fine,
the rope
it's fine.
on the top there, like when I get back up there, I set it on the ground and I smash it with my hammer and I shadow meld it to the ground.
Ooh, can you explain
250
to
hit points.
explain to the group and maybe to the audience what shadow meld is?
Yeah, so like, I know it's the middle of the day, so I'll have to take like a shadow from the rock.
Like in
producing-
between the rocks.
From
And the
the
rock,
eagle
like,
also. Spread my
Yeah,
wings.
okay, good. So I just like consume your shadow and then like weld the rope to the ground. 250 hit points worth.
Yeah, so that's an
Crazy.
ability that your hammer Dark Forge has. the ability
Yeah.
to consume nearby shadows and create like a bond with something. So that's awesome. So you bond the rope to the top of the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, the rope
I
comes
rope.
down yet again.
I tried this once. Can you just pull me up, Jessie? If I
Yeah,
hold on?
sure. I got it. Go ahead. I'm not
All
pulling.
right.
I'm not pulling.
It's too much to explain to him. You know.
Roll a 10. Are you pulling? It doesn't feel like you're pulling.
Vin, you're like 5 feet off the ground, just leaning on this rope, and nothing's happening right now.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to help do the butt lift.
You
For
get
Vin.
10
What you're good at, the butt lift.
pounds of lift.
All right, I start pulling.
Okay. All right. Yes.
This would have been much easier if you never died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to
After
inconvenience
some...
everyone.
I'm sweating. It's midday. I'm very
All right.
happy.
Lastly, you've got Fred on the ground, and you've got Thorcum on the ground. And,
Fred, can
and
you-
14
And
still on the
14.
ground too.
Yeah.
14, yeah. And 14. 14 will try the rope. Does he get
Okay.
advantage or something?
No.
Bull.
No?
Vin is up here too. Let's heave ho it.
Yeah,
If
I'll
you're gonna
start
pull him
pulling
up, he
too.
has advantage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're gonna pull him up. Boy, it's a good thing.
Ho.
Oh my god.
And I'll add Flash of Genius.
Well,
basically.
he has advantage because they're pulling.
Oh,
They're pulling.
Okay,
give him
pulling.
one more
I'm
roll,
considering
and
becoming a
please roll
druid so
better.
I can turn
See,
into
we don't need any foes. We just
Hey,
fight
that's
against
right.
ourselves.
Hey, DM, you're the one that put
This is the funnest kind of
group skill
combat.
check.
It's a hill.
Don't complain.
I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here laughing at the myriad
What I
of
love is-
single-digit rolls that have happened in the last 20 minutes here. Okay.
There's probably like a path on the right side too. Like we just never looked, you know?
Yeah, Fred just walks over around it. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" Yeah.
It's like a
14
Bugs Bunny
14
scene where
makes
you're
it
like
just
looking
fine.
for him,
Yeah.
and he's just behind you. What you looking for there, Doc?
I will come up last.
We're all pulling now. 14 gets on the rope. We're all gonna heave you
We're
up.
all
this
gonna
side.
pull. Thanks, guys.
Oh, do we need to tie it around old Fred?
Yeah, Kins, when
Oh,
we're
yeah.
done, can we?
Oh my
Good
gosh.
Can you fly
I
me
can
down?
go.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can you flash of genius yourself?
Nope.
We have to show Discord this chat log with all these rolls in this after.
They're terrible.
He just rolled a 3 and then an 8.
8.
Fred,
After rolling.
Advantage.
Oh, my
Yep.
we've been
goodness.
through
Okay.
a lot, but this
All
is
right.
where we're gonna have to part ways.
That's right. This is
Bye.
where Thorcum leaves the party.
Fred will keep you company.
All right, okay, smash cut. What's Fred doing here?
All right, so Kins, fly me back down. I'm gonna
I'll
tie
play
Fred
better
up.
sit down.
All right, I'm gonna make like the coolest harness around Fred. It's gonna like wrap around his like torso and like like a dog harness. And we're gonna lift him up.
Make a survival check.
Oh my god, please.
Come on, it's gonna be fine this time. 18.
Yeah.
All right. So the massive direwolf, who's taller than you are, it takes like more than half of the rope to actually go all the way around him and create this harness, but you managed to do it. And all right, you guys pull Fred up. That was pretty good thinking. Good job with the rope harness.
Can we put a harness on Thorcum while you're down there? Just
Yeah.
So,
Just
so
drag him
basically
up.
what happens here, Thorcum, is much to your chagrin as you try to climb this, the holds just keep breaking off and you don't fall. With the whole group on top, they manage to collectively kind of pull you up, and it's I'm kind of imagining, Thorcum probably not being too proud of that moment, but you do finally manage to make it to the top of the cliff. Congratulations.
Yay.
Wow.
Okay.
Go.
so.
Now you got to
Okay,
get
so
back
what do you
down the
say?
other side.
Well, do we?
I jump
or
off
can
and
we
feather
just
fall
walk
myself.
over? We just
And
walk
everybody-
over.
Or you can walk. You can kind of like, if you can kind of imagine, like you could kind of like walk over and then just kind of shuffle down down the
Like to
loose side of the hill, yeah, to get back on the
I didn't know
path.
if we could go up to the top of one of the plateaus, or no. We're not quite that high.
No, you're nowhere near that high. It would be a pretty long.
Okay.
These just sort of continue to rise up and fall.
I gotcha.
And just
Okay. So it's like a fallen rock, not like a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Guys, I haven't had many doubts about us as a party, but if we ever have an adventure that requires us to climb a mountain,
Our
I think we should forego
BBEG
it.
and boss is going to be a 30-foot high hill.
Yeah, we
You'll never beat it.
I don't know.
I'll be
I
sick
mean,
that day.
a little out of character. Like, I don't think any of us but you has a plus to strength. I think you're the only one that has a plus acrobatics or
As Jesse
athletics.
says this, I'm just like, do you not remember the flood? And then I just
Oh my god.
walk down the road.
Yeah.
It's a disaster.
Okay, as
Can
you guys
turn
get...
into any bigger things, Kins? I mean, I know you're an eagle now, but just be
I'm
thinking
pretty
about it.
big
like a
right now.
gorilla, or no, I mean something super
Super
strong,
big.
Like
you
a
know,
dragon, like
like
Whoa, maybe
like-
you could cast enlarge on the giant eagle and make it super giant.
Boom. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking
The
about.
most
can't-
giant eagle.
I can't unwild shape and wild shape into something else today.
No, not today. I'm just saying in general, maybe something really strong that can carry us all might be in
I'm
the.
gonna
in
turn
the-
yeah,
it
Kins,
into a
carry the
giant
party.
rat. Oh,
Literally.
yeah. Carry. I'll carry.
ass, kids.
Carry. I have a
Shotgun.
magic shield, and you want me to carry
Shotgun, I
y'all.
call shotgun. Shotgun.
As you get back down the other side, Kins, you didn't see this because it's kind of tucked under one of the fallen areas, but you guys kind of come back down the other side, and you see on the other side of this sort of big thing that you've had to climb over, there is a skeleton just on the ground, kind of crumpled. And a quick inspection of the skeleton reveals a couple things. It's pretty obvious that whoever this person was fell off of the top of where you guys just were. Several of the bones are broken in a way that would suggest a pretty nasty fall off the top. You also see that there's another medallion that looks pretty much identical to the one.
Yeah, as we walk up to it, I smashed the skull with my hammer.
Okay.
Boom.
And that's when you see that there's, just like the one you just picked up, Jeshi, there's a medallion on it.
Ah, this thing would have come alive. Promise you that much. I take it.
Okay. What are we doing?
keep going.
Fall on the road.
Keep on going. Belrissa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys,
Oh, go ahead,
sorry.
Jeshi. Please.
I was just gonna. You guys have you ever been approached to join a cult?
I keep walking.
Then one time, I was like stationed in this little town. This guy asked me to join a cult, and they like worship this giant spider. I do
like
not.
that was
get
his
it.
pitch was, "Hey, join my cult."
It was like something around like eyeballs, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was, you know.
There's this
drinking a lot.
cool, there's this cool spider. We should worship it.
Yeah, basically, Torkum gets it. It
I
wasn't
was
a
making fun of you. Yeah.
Oh, me? It wasn't my thing. I said no. Thank you very much.
It's a good plan, Jeshi. I mean,
Weird though, right? Who are these people? What's their deal?
It's very strange.
well, I mean,
It's like,
these things used to rule down here, right? So it's not so much a cult as probably a government, society. I mean, now it might be a cult if people are still worshiping them, but these people might have just been grabbing jewelry. Like, this could just be jewelry to them. Like, they
what
might
part
not
of the
know.
government is that thing that turns people into snakes? Do you think?
Yeah, that's,
You fell into
The
the
IRS.
trap.
that's yeah, that's definitely the part that punishes people. But
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
yeah, maybe protects. I mean, who knows? In their world,
If you started a cult, what would it be for? Robots? Robot ghosts? I would join. I wouldn't join. I'm not gonna join.
okay.
Okay. Guys, it's been one day. I'm getting desert fever.
Yeah, it's
Are you
already
sure about
hot.
that?
We're not even in the desert yet, Jesse.
I need my camel back. I resummon him.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay.
Jessie, make sure you drink water.
Kins.
I just go, ah!
Ah, jeez. We're gonna die out here. We're just like these poor seps. Jeez.
Belrissa,
let's-
how are you feeling after, half a day or so hiking through the hills and just about everything that's going on? What's on Belrissa's mind right now?
Feeling a little dirty and gross, but it's fun. It's all good. I'm not thinking about that guy at all. Pushing him out of my brain. He is he's
That's a welcome distraction,
yes.
being out here. Nice. As you're walking, you and just like before, Kins, you probably would notice this, though not quite as obvious as some of the other things because it's a bit smaller. As y'all are walking through this canyon, you see probably about 100, 150 feet ahead of you, there is what looks like broken stone things. The stone does not match the stone that is clearly this reddish, sandstony kind of geology. This is more of like a whitish, kind of almost granite-like stone, and there's a bunch of random pieces just kind of in the middle of the path. And it's hard to tell from here what it is, but it's clearly out of place. And all of you notice this as you've just rounded a corner and you're starting to slowly gain elevation and kind of move up towards what you can see is like a trail crest out ahead of you. What do you guys want to do?
Do I see anything above, like looking up above this area?
Sure, make a perception check.
As long as it's not a 1, I should be good.
Oh, that's
Oh,
That is
Why isn't that one?
so unlucky.
Wow.
Thorcum, you're still you do your darndest to kind of look forward, and your instincts are telling you that there's something and you got to be on point, but you're still a little bit distracted by how much of a debacle that was trying to climb up that hill, and you had to cast several spells, and you're just kind of frustrated with yourself, and you're just kind of you're like, whatever, yeah, sure, you look around and there's nothing obvious, you're just kind of in a pissy mood after what happened.
Is it like in a certain shape? Are these rocks in any kind of circle or square or anything like that, or?
You're still pretty far away. You can only see them from
okay.
here because they're
White.
It's probably like a 5-minute walk to get to them from where you are. But yeah, they definitely stick out. And there's a bunch of pieces of stone, and they're all sort of different shapes and sizes, kind of in the middle of this path.
But none of the stone we've passed looks like that. Sorry.
No,
that's
not
fine.
even close.
Hey, Ziggy, can you Invis-a-Zig?
Envisage.
Check
Hey,
out those
I
rocks.
can. All right. Okay, I like
Don't-
being useful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What you want me to do now?
Don't.
I'm invisible.
don't.
Should I go go spit in somebody's ear, maybe scratch somebody? What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
huh?
go whisper something weird in Vin's
We can
ear
still hear
for-
you, right?
Oh. No, we're telepathically communicating.
Vin, you suddenly hear this voice in the side of your your auditory receptors on the side of your bronze head. You just hear, Amy don't like you. She don't like you at all.
Oh,
I
that's
just
not.
reach up to grab his feet.
And you just hear just as a fluttering sound. So Ziggy,
Tell him,
invisible.
don't touch anything. Just look. Let's just look.
Okay, so a few
We'll look
moments
together.
later, you hear a voice, Belrissa. You hear, "Hey, okay, this is weird here. Okay, you got some statues, I think, or what used to be statues. It looks like
snakes.
no
lizards?
no, like people, like like people kind of like you, kind of like Jeshi, though probably smarter. There's yeah, but some of them are broken and there's like pieces everywhere. It's I mean, I don't know who would carve statues like this. It's a bit of it's very strange. But I don't see anything dangerous. I mean, I don't see any like monsters or anything.
Are you saying any of this to us?
Not yet. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look through his eyes and
Okay.
check it out. I want to see for myself.
Yep. So you look around and make a perception check with
Okay.
your stats, but through Ziggy's eyes. That's a cool skill.
Hopefully, we're getting the bad rolls out of the way. Combat.
18.
18. Okay. These are statues of people. There's several. You can make out what looks to be 2 human males and probably a female dwarf. But they are there's 3 of these stone figures. 2 of them are mostly broken and fallen over and missing limbs, like entire limbs of statues are broken, and there's like one of them's mostly upright, but one of the arms is missing, and there's like a huge chunk out of the torso randomly, and there's like broken small pieces of stone all over the ground. It's weird. It's very strange.
Okay. Are any of them like whole?
There's no whole statues. No, all of them are pretty significantly broken, and only one of them is upright.
Any like altars or like
Nope.
just statues?
No, Ziggy kind of turns his head around, and it's literally just like normal path, and these are just in the middle. They look like they were probably, at least the one that's upright looks like it was either running or trying to move quickly. You can kind of tell from the pose of the statue, but otherwise nothing you can tell.
Okay. All right, guys. There's statues up there, but like not like a carved fancy altar type statues, like running in terror broken statues. Does that make sense to anyone? Why would they be right in the middle of the road?
Well, either a strange artist or some type of like nefarious cause that maybe they're not statues. Maybe they're people.
That have like turned to stone?
Maybe they
Do we-
left Stillgate. And then they were just like, we've come too far. Can't
The curse turns into
move
stone.
anymore. Yeah.
Interesting.
We could just go up and smash them.
I mean, they're pretty smashed already. I just worry
Oh,
about
alright.
what happened. If
Is there
are
anything
people to
around
make
there? Are
them
there
to
any-
statues?
Are there any like
You think
holes in the
somebody,
ground?
they were people?
Maybe. I mean, they're not like fancy statues.
Do we?
They're like
those of
people.
us who have been out in the world some. Do we know of any creature that can turn people into stone?
Vin, make an intelligence check.
4.
Yeah, not specifically. I mean, that thought crosses your mind, but it's not like you could think about any details, really. You know, it's something out of the
dice.
storybooks.
Kinsley's gonna fly closer to the statues, to at least close enough to see that they're like in the middle of the road, because like, you know, it just looked like something from afar. And then I'm gonna scan to see if there's a different path to go.
Okay, make a perception check.
1, 2. All right, 15.
15. Okay.
Okay.
The path doesn't. There's no other paths. In fact, this path leads up to what looks like probably about a quarter mile in the distance to a set of switchbacks that start to go up to a trail crest. That's kind of like over, like you're basically leading. The path is leading up and then over a big cresting hill, and there's not really any other way, any other reasonable way that you could walk up other than like mountaineering your way up the mountains.
Okay. I'll just hover like over there and wait for the group to approach.
Okay. Are you guys approaching, or is everybody hanging back?
We gotta go. Gotta go through.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna throw another animal out of the bag, though. These statues make me a little nervous. And it's a,
I mean, I can try to stealth up and see if I can check it out from closer if you guys want. But I mean, Ziggy was invisible, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, I'm not too worried. I mean.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk forward.
Okay.
We scaled that hill, so.
That's true.
You did climb.
Barely.
Short.
Barely.
We've already conquered. We basically conquered the desert. So.
Yeah.
What'd you summon, Belarsa?
Oh,
Hill
Pumbaa.
boss.
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa. Pumbaa's back.
Pumbaa.
All right.
Pumbaa.
A small
Pumbaa was
warthog
young.
appears. That's great.
He's the most proud pig ever. Like, he
Gets
feels like
really
he
smelly
kills
all of a sudden.
all of the things.
As you guys approach, Thorcum, you notice immediately with your passive investigation that there is a trail of basically broken whitish stone that leads further down the path. And there's so much debris around that one of the first things you think to yourself, Thorcum, is that there was probably more of these statues at one point, and they've just been broken over time and just sort of falling apart.
Shield and hammer ready. Going forward.
Okay.
Noticing that, I'm like, are you sensing danger, Thorcum, or just standard caution?
Have you been around?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Last couple weeks?
Okay, I
It's been a
mimic.
strange
He
one,
died,
right?
so.
Yeah, he died. Around the time he died.
yeah.
I mimic. I'm walking behind Thorcum, standard army, and I'm like,
Right.
he's right. Do you guys, do you ever wonder if there's a world where none of this crazy stuff happens?
And you don't have to roll dice to make simple climbs.
All right. Well, I'm standing behind 14 then. That's
I'm just
super
gonna
forward.
fly straight ahead down the pathway.
Great.
Yeah, I send Fred to just be on the lookout. Be
Okay.
vigilant.
As you round a corner and kind of come out of a set of slot canyons into an open area and come towards the switchbacks, leading up the hill, you kind of look, and what you see, basically on the switchbacks themselves, you can see that there are two probably like large dog-sized creatures. They have bluish skin and spiky backs. And one of them appears to be asleep, eyes closed, just kind of basking in the sun that's just beating down on the side of this hill onto these switchbacks. The other one is lying not too far from the other one, gnawing on a piece of stone that pretty obviously is part of one of those statues from below. It's a white piece of stone, maybe an arm or a leg based on the shape of it. But one of them appears to be sleeping, just kind of sitting there, basking in the sunlight, and the other one is not really paying much attention, just chewing on, like a dog would chew on a bone, sitting there casually.
They haven't seen us yet?
Don't appear to have reacted, no.
Freeze. Everyone freeze. Yeah.
What are those?
All right. And how far away are they?
From here, probably like 150 feet or so. You're
Whatever
sort
they are,
of you're approaching the base of the switchbacks at this point.
Yeah.
And they're about halfway up them.
Crap. I've got to get within 30 feet. Is there any chance of like thinking I could hide against the side of is this just like flat open
you've come out
ground?
into like there's like hills and small rocks and things like that, but you've kind of come out into this exposed area where these switchbacks go up the exposed side of this hill. So there's not any obvious places to hide.
I can make you invisible. If you really
Yeah, I mean,
want to.
I don't know if it's worth all that for just like one attack. It would be nice for us to get the jump on them, but Kins, I guess maybe we could. Oh, Kins is still eagle form.
Yeah, so I'm flying. I'm gonna like fly up closer to see if there are more than just the two that are hanging out there basking.
Okay. So as you fly over, make your perception check with advantage.
Advantage. Oh my gosh,
Two
this is
natural ones.
ridiculous. 18. I get a single digit on the first one, and then the second one I recover.
One of them kind of like, as you fly over, one of them, the one that's gnawing on the stuff, kind of looks up and follows you for a second and then just goes back to what it's doing. You don't really see anything. As you do fly towards the top of the switchbacks, though, you see that at the trail crest, basically from that point forward, it actually opens up and you get your first glimpse of the steel sand desert beyond. Just this absolutely vast white sand, blowing hills. You have a moment where you're kind of like, wow, like we're almost there. It's right over this hill. But no, you don't see any more of these creatures. You don't really see anything at all, anything else living other than the occasional small, mouse or critter.
Okay, I'll just start like circling as I'm hovering over this area.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be able to move past these without aggression.
What if?
What if they're nice?
What if they're nice? Or what if Pumbaa runs past them and then they chase Pumbaa and clear a path? Like, like the bait.
Pumbaa bait.
This is
Again.
That happens in the movie, right?
He was the bait in
He's
Stillgate.
good
I guess
at
it
being
worked.
bait, and he understands his role in life.
He dragged some
Understands.
dead away.
Are you
I
still
mean-
riding a spiritual camel?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Just checking.
All right.
Pumbaa
Well,
also got
we're idols
electrocuted
right now.
into bacon, so this is a theme.
Yeah.
I
Sacrifice.
do want to
Pumbaa.
go up about 60 feet in front of everybody and just try to stealth, just quietly walk slowly, like you would approach a dog or something that you don't want to disturb. Just kind of slow, steady.
Okay.
He might be able to see me, but non-aggressive.
Okay, great. So you begin to approach Vin, and you make it
Only about 60 feet away. I want everybody to follow at like 60 feet. So
Sure,
I'm not going
okay,
150 feet away from everybody, but
Clap,
yeah.
clip, clap.
Got it. All right. The camel's just spitting on everything. I don't even know if camels spit. I thought of that for some reason.
Oh, they
Um,
definitely do.
So Vin, you begin to approach, and basically as you guys get within around the 60 feet mark, you notice that the one that's gnawing, just like a dog would, it sort of like has turned its body towards you and clearly has noticed your presence, but doesn't seem to care. It's just kind of lying there, like, and the other one like hasn't really moved at all. It just seems sound asleep.
All right, I'll keep moving. I want to get within 30 feet of it.
Okay. You work your way towards the switchbacks, and they're about halfway up. So you're kind of at the bottom of the switchbacks, which puts you, 30 feet or so from these things. So they're now, if you can kind of picture it, they're kind of above you, like diagonally, right? Because the switchbacks kind of, they kind of work their way up this hill. So they're kind of looking down towards you, and at this point, the second one begins to stir awake, and you see a little closer now the eyes of these creatures as the lids sort of open up. There are these glowing kind of green eyes that are looking down in your direction, and the one that's gnawing on the what you can see now is the arm of one of these statues. It drops it and it starts to stand up, and both of them kind of stand up, and they start to sort of kind of look down in your direction, like they've acknowledged and are not being aggressive or anything, but they're kind of like a little bit, you would read their posture as defensive, like if you, just like you said, if you go up to a dog that you've never met before, the same way that dog would react, right? Like, Who is this? What's happening?
There's no way around them. Like they're literally standing on the path.
Literally basking in the sun, just the sun's beating on the side of this hill, and it's super warm, and you've disturbed their their little midday thing here.
Well, I think Thorcum will be for me. In my head, I'm thinking they've killed people, or at least eaten the ones that have been killed.
B for you? What? B
Like,
for what?
like understand? Like you won't just think I'm a crazy murder hobo.
You are. I'm waiting for the line. I stabbed them. I'm
It's all
waiting.
going through my head now. I'm like, do I shoot them first?
Are you self-conscious
Gosh.
about this?
Well, I'm going
These were
crazy
the allies.
and
These were the-
turning mad. Yeah, it's like, am I supposed to kill these things? No, maybe they're good. Am I bad? I don't know. Like,
Crisis.
and then I
Oh,
pull
yeah.
out my crossbow and I shoot one. The one that's 30 feet away.
Oh.
Okay,
Assassination.
so we're gonna go
Like
ahead and
sleight
take a
of hand.
5-minute
Sleight of hand.
intermission,
Okay.
and then when we get back, we're gonna see what happens when Vinadil pulls out his crossbow and shoots at one of these strange creatures basking in the sunlight. We'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens next. All right, guys.
Wait, hold on,
Right,
wait.
There. Nope.
Classic. Classic.
I remember because I forgot to do it earlier, so I'm glad.
Okay, let's before we start, I'm gonna make sure I turn everything back on. Can we get an audio check from chat?
That eagle sound
Mic check.
in the music is crazy.
I know.
man.
That was
I'm always like, that's me. I'm talking right there.
I strongly considered reacting when there were two screeches, and I was like,
Danger. It's danger. Ken said so.
I've been watching Jeff's face this whole time, and every time there's like a eagle screech, he's like, it's pretty good.
Oh, man.
All right.
or the rattlesnake. My God.
Everything looks fine as far as I can tell. So I'm assuming chat, you can hear us. Please call out if you can. Okay. So as you step out onto the sun-baked switchbacks leading up to the trail crest and into the entrance to the Steel Sand Desert, two small-ish creatures stand in your way. One of them seem to be chewing on what looks like the arm of a stone statue of some humanoid found back in the trail. Very strange. Vinadil, true to form, walks up as close as he needs to and is going to shoot it. So the creatures are watching you. They can clearly see you, but you are going to initiate combat with some non-hostile creatures. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna keep giving you shit about that.
They wanted gold. I
Every-
knew it was at least.
So
least
everybody,
two.
in the meantime,
For his
everybody else,
gold.
go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm so happy I'm an eagle.
Yes, Kins is an eagle flying around.
Oh, do you
I got
have Daryl or Fred and Pumbaa on there?
Oh, good call, good call.
It's a nice roll.
I sure do. Give me a second here.
What about Leonard?
What
Leonard.
about Leonard?
He spits.
Do I have a camel token? Okay.
No, we're good. We're good. We don't need
Believe
Leonard.
it or
He's
not,
unstoppable.
Oh, look at that. Blood on the snout right there.
Yeah.
okay, let's see. I'm going to make him controllable by Belrissa.
Oh my gosh, guys, something is happening. Depending on what Belrissa rolls. This guy could go first.
So many.
Wait,
Oh
I
my
rolled.
lord.
Why did it not show
How
up?
did you roll?
I did.
Oh.
10. I rolled.
Were you clicking on your icon?
Yes.
Here, I'll just add it for you. Hold
Thank
on.
you.
You rolled a 10?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's weird, just doesn't perform well. And let's see. Okay. And now we need a here. We'll
A
give
boar.
one
Warthog.
of these little.
There we
All
go.
these animals.
There's so
Yeah.
many
But
extra
Belrissa just does
things. All right.
An army of.
Zoo with me.
We just want to, when we have extra things on the field like this, we just want to try to be ultra ready to go when it's your turn so that we can kind of get through them, get through everything as quick
We'll
as
do
we
it.
can. All right, Vinadil, go ahead and kick us off here.
All right, so. Well, I do get advantage, thank goodness, since I'm the first one to attack, because natural 1 and a 19, so 29 to
Okay.
hit.
So the one that's closer to you is the one that just woke up, and the other one behind it is the one that was chewing on the arm. What do you want to? Which one are you attacking?
I can only shoot the one closest to me.
Okay, cool. So that one's just kind of looking at you like a little bit sort of defensive posture, like a dog that's just been startled. You definitely hit it with a 29. Yeah, I'm gonna say that was a pretty good roll.
That is 27 damage.
27 damage. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Describe to us, Vinadil, how your crossbow bolt just eviscerates this creature. What happens? You kill it in one hit.
Okay. So apparently those blue eyes, my red eyes lock on. And I
Omen
just shoot
signal.
it right through right through its blue little beady eye.
Oh wow.
She's getting concerned here now. So.
Okay. So so Vin, you just
My
slowly
eyes
Killing
flare a little
small
bit.
animals.
Flare a
The
little
red
bit brighter
eyes.
red.
Yeah.
you walk up so casually and slowly, like you're like you're like you're like the guy who's like calming down the animal, like you're like the dude in Jurassic Park, with the raptors. You're like, it's fine, everything's fine. And you just
But you have a gun
slowly
in your hand.
take out your crossbow and shoot it right in the eye, and you just hear this like screech as this thing just falls. It falls over, and it actually tumbles to the side and falls off the cliff and just kind of like lands on its back below on the switchback. The other creature immediately just starts yelping like a puppy who's in
no.
who's in
Bad feeling,
trouble.
these
Bad yelp.
These aren't
And,
the big
and it
ones.
just
It's the
it
puppy.
immediately starts like edging backwards and just yelping into the air.
Yeah.
It is so Jessie, you and it have tied initiative. So what do you want to do?
Silence
Do you
it.
want Leonard's turn to be my turn?
Are you
Yes.
riding him?
Yeah, is Leonard's
Are
turn
you
my
actually
turn?
going to have Leonard do stuff?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
s-
faster than I am.
Okay,
So I'm still
yeah,
on his
no,
back.
I should not have
So-
presumed.
Like
here.
mounted combat?
So you're on the back of a camel right now.
This is what Jessie wants.
Nice.
So it's 50 feet, so I can make it all the way there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
So
your
this
what's your
one is-
dex, Jessie?
-1.
-1. Okay.
That's correct, yes.
So this thing technically is reacting.
Good.
No, this thing has -1 too. You guys are like mirrored.
A roll off?
Yeah, let's do it.
Roll
Let's
off.
do a dex roll off to see who.
Jesse, don't lose.
Believe.
Go.
Jessie rolls a nat
Wow.
20. Natural 20 on the dex roll off with this
This
little
is Leonard.
helpless puppy thing.
I have
As-
summoned the most dexterous camel you could possibly imagine.
Okay. So this thing is beginning its turn, and it's like, "Whoa," and Jessie, you're just like the Flash. You're just there first. So yeah, what do you want to do?
As Leonard is approaching, I'm springing off the back, coming down with the hammer.
Okay.
Let's make a little roll ski here. 14 to hit.
14 to hit. Sorry, where's my close the
I don't
thing?
know, but -1 dex is a good sign.
Yeah, 14 hits. 14 hits. Here you go. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, there we go.
Kill the puppy. Kill the
Is it a fiend or undead?
No.
6 damage, crushing.
6 damage.
Hmm.
Okay. Yep.
If it's alive, I swing again.
Definitely still alive. Yeah.
19 to hit, so that'll hit. 11 crushing. 17 total.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't actually kill this thing. And it's going to follow up. Its turn is on the same initiative, so it is going to...
Would you say Leonard attacks it?
A camel.
How does Find Steed work? Does it
No,
get an
you know
attack?
what? No, it's fine. No, I'm
Oh,
good.
does it? Yeah, I don't know. You'll
I'll have to
tell
look
me.
at it.
I'll look at it
Yeah.
later, yeah.
Sounds good.
The camel used its turn to get you there really fast.
Good. Yes. Good job, Leonard.
Okay, so so as basically a sort of like panic reaction to being attacked, it is going to reach out and bite Leonard on the leg, and that's going to be it rolled a 19,
Oh.
Okay.
and that's
Hit.
that's 7 piercing plus 9 poison damage,
Ow.
Oh my god.
and this thing just chomps down on Leonard's leg.
Okay, wait. Hang on. Just give me 1 second.
Poor little Leonard.
So, I guess it has the steed type's hit points, right? So it has like a camel hit points. That's what I'm seeing here.
Okay. How many hit points does it?
Leonard's
Yeah.
down.
I know how much a camel has. I'm just thinking about the Find Steed.
Yeah, so it has the
Yeah, that's-
statistics
that's
of the
probably
chosen
right.
form.
Okay, great. So it has 19 hit points, so it's up. It has 2 left.
Okay, great. So his
Wow.
knee buckles a little bit, and almost drops you, but he doesn't go down. And then this thing is going to leap with its standing leap ability,
Oh,
Oh
good
my
God.
god.
basically up this sort of little incline here, and then it just sort of like it literally just hides like
I
up
swing.
against the wall, and you can swing at it as it runs away.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am
So-
totally devastated.
Basically,
Leonard,
a
I
lot-
already saw Leonard die today.
a lot happens here. Yeah. So you're like mid swing, and the thing bites Leonard, and his knee buckles, and it starts to run away, and you instinctively go to attack it, as with an opportunity attack, and then you just and basically Leonard kind of bucks you off as all of this kind of happens at once, and so you're gonna be like you kind of fall forward, and you're prone on the ground now, Jeshi, just with Leonard kind of like right next to you. Let's see. We're gonna do. I'm gonna give you that guy there. That's Leonard.
Leo?
The creature continues to yelp,
Oh, Jesus.
and is just completely like terrified of what's happening. It's like
Oh my god.
like a puppy who's just
Mangle it, kids, with your beak.
Okay.
It's a
Y'all don't understand. So
bad evil puppy. It's an
if I
evil
can
puppy.
break character for a second, I've been playing Undertale, and so I have been killing puppies accidentally in that game, and so now this is just like bringing all that back. So I'm going to Eaglekins fly over to multi-attack this
It's basically a
poor
meal, kids.
little
It's just
yelping
it's like a
child.
good meal lizard.
It makes me so sad. It makes Lynette sad, but I'll multi-attack it. Let's see. This is...
Did you just pet your dog, Jeff?
Yeah, tell Winston, like, don't look away. 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Okay. Oh, shit. Wait. I think I did. Oh, no, that's it. That's it. I thought I did the wrong one. And 8 piercing damage.
Okay. 8 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually still up.
Okay, I'll do my talon attack then. That's 18 to hit and 13 piercing damage.
Yeah. All right. So you just descend on this this helpless animal
Stop!
and just eviscerate it with your claws, Kins. All you see from below, y'all are down on the switchbacks, just watching this eagle just go to town on this like poor helpless creature and the yelping suddenly stops. And as the yelping stops, in its place, you feel
Comes meowing.
and hear. That's Ziggy in the background, just like being like, "No, my kin, my small creatures." The ground begins to rumble, and you feel it more than you hear it. As let's see here.
Thunder hooves. Mama's coming.
Now it's the big puppies,
Bursting out of the ground.
of course.
The mama.
Oh.
You see literally burrowing / like out of the ground. The ground suddenly explodes in a shower of debris at the top of the switchbacks as a very big mama version of these two creatures who have just been just brutally murdered in mere seconds. This thing bursts out of the ground, Kins, and let's go ahead and give it initiative here. We'll see where it falls. That's pretty high.
That'd be next round, though, right?
There we go. Yeah, that's going to be next round. All right.
It sees Ken's just eating one.
Yeah. No, that's what happens. This thing bursts out of the ground, and it's just like, and it just calls out in the, a mother bear watching her cubs be torn apart, like just absolutely so mad at what's going on right now.
And the song "A Circle of Life" starts playing.
Circle of life.
All right.
I didn't use all my movement, so I'm gonna fly up like higher.
Okay.
Like higher.
Higher than this.
I hope that you can't jump. I don't know, but
Vinadil.
The little one
Go
jumps.
higher than
Wait, why are
30
we
feet.
so... Why does this keep going out of order? Oh, I see what's going on here. So Vin, you already went this turn.
Because I started it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so Belrissa.
Yeah. All right. I'll do my action first. So I will can I fireball him from way up there? I could. No.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? Let's fireball him.
Why not? We have not had a fireball in a long
No,
time.
he's far enough
It's
away
time
from
for a
everyone.
fireball.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow?
Ka-chow.
I like how it was like a tiny ka-chow. Ka-chow.
15 hit?
Oh, that's DC 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Dexterity.
right.
Belrissa,
Yeah.
as you look up towards this creature
Uh-huh.
and cast your fireball, you notice its glowing green eyes, and it is going to use its petrifying gaze on you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
What? What?
It was staring at the eagle.
A con save. All right.
Now is the time.
23.
Okay. So you beat the saving throw, but you realize, Belrissa, that this creature, you realize in a heartbeat, kind of what's going on. So you feel as your skin and bones begin to petrify, and you're able to kind of shake it off as your Constitution wins the day there. But you realize that making eye contact with this creature, you're going to any time you look at this thing, you're going to be in trouble of that effect happening. So you can do with that information what you want, but the rest of you haven't had a chance to experience that quite yet. So you fight it off. You shoot your fireball at the thing, and it makes what, a dex save, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be dexterity 19.
He wins. So he takes half damage.
Half of
32.
32.
So 16.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
You tell us.
Yes, I yell out, he makes stone people, don't look at him. And then I will send Ziggy out. I'm going to have him he's going to be my eyes. So he's going to kind of fly up for now.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to have, can he reach? Can he reach? If he can reach, I want him to like do the help action and kind of drop some sand in this dude's eyes, or pee in his eyes, whichever works.
Okay.
And help Vin on his turn.
Got it.
Ooh,
So
pee in his eyes, yeah.
do you
Zig can fly 40.
is he gonna look at him, or is he gonna kind of blind like?
He's just gonna let it go. He's gonna fly over where he knows he was.
Okay, so for Ziggy, make an attack roll with disadvantage.
An attack with disadvantage.
A P attack.
The attack. Disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh boy. All right,
I don't
here we go.
even-
Thorcom, you're on deck.
So he
19.
rolled he rolled a 4 for the other one.
4. Yeah.
So-
Okay. So he basically like flies towards the creature, just spraying, and he manages to pee on the thing, but does not get it in his eyes, unfortunately. Good attempt though. That was a good move there.
Okay.
Actually, Ziggy probably couldn't have flown that far anyway. Now that I'm looking at things.
Even if like
What's
if
his
he goes
flight?
40.
His flight is 40 feet. Yeah, because yeah, he could make it. He'd probably just made it up there, but now he's gonna be like basically up here. So, okay, cool.
And
Thorcom.
then the others are just gonna like start running up the mountain.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So
So you should be able to control the dire wolf, and then that guy could probably make it to about right there, or with a dash, probably like right there.
all right. Yeah, I'll control him.
All right, Thorcom, you're up.
I am looking down and I'm going to run up here. 50 feet using dash as an accent. And then 14 is going to do the same, but 80 feet.
Okay.
So. So he can get up to little baby body and just step on it.
Okay. Great. You guys are just great. Kins, how high in the air are you right now?
I am.
Would you estimate?
Oh shoot!
High
What is
enough.
it? Probably 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. As this thing finishes basically coming up out of the ground, it is going to run in your direction and use its deadly leap ability. And it basically just launches
good.
itself into the air and easily like it's just this thing just it just launches out of the air towards you and is going to make a bite attack against the thing that just tore its baby to shreds.
Understandable.
This is the new meme. It's Ken's getting knocked out of eagle form by random
Yeah, a punch, bite.
That's 18 to hit,
Yep.
and that's 27 damage.
You're kidding me. I am druid. I'm druid form.
Okay.
Can I make myself?
And then any of that extra damage is carry over to your hit points.
All right.
And from the deadly leap, I need you to make a strength or... Yeah, you're being knocked out of the air.
Yep.
I'm going to give you disadvantage on this either way, but it's a strength or a dex saving throw. It's kind of your choice. Like, are you trying
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna do dex.
barrel roll out of the way or just
Yeah,
take it?
I can try to. I've had this experience before, so I'm gonna try to. Come on. All right, 10.
10. Okay. That's a fail. So you take 11 bludgeoning damage. And then 10 more slashing damage. And I'm going to say... So the actual ability has you... You're knocked prone and basically blown out of the space that you would have been in. But considering you were in the air and that this thing just like diving leap just chomped you out of the air, I'm gonna say that you go tumbling down, and we're gonna put you like over here in the bushes, like prone on the ground.
Reaction featherfall.
She doesn't fall.
Does it take
at
damage?
all. She doesn't take any fall. Well, 20
When I tumble.
feet. You know, Thorkham's right. That would be 10 more falling damage.
Yeah, I'll featherfall.
And so, okay, reaction featherfall. So you featherly tumble into the woods. And this thing is going to basically land... because it lands right here, I also need 14 to make a strength or dex save.
Okay. Let me find him. Just a second.
Mm-hmm.
All my panels. Strength or dex save. Ooh, we're going for dexterity. 19.
19. Okay, so he takes half damage of 21, so 10. So he's going to take 10 damage, and he gets basically pushed out of that space, but he's not prone because he made the save.
Go.
It is then going to basically pick up its baby's corpse in its mouth and use the rest of its movement to burrow down into the ground at 14's feet. And you guys lose sight of it as it just dips back inside the mountain.
He misses anyway.
Okay. Jeshi.
Okay.
There's basically a... let me see if I can draw like a... How do I draw? There it is. There's basically a big hole in the ground. That didn't work.
So I think I'm prone. So I get up.
Oh, shit.
Would you say that I can get onto Leonard?
Yeah. I don't actually know the roll off the top of my head for mounting something, but I'm gonna assume it's probably half your movement to like mount.
Okay, so that's all my movement then. Up from
yeah.
prone, onto the back.
Right.
I have Leonard run me over towards Kins.
Okay.
And, well, I mean, I'll go to your judgment about whether I can, like, get down and touch her elbow, say.
She's prone on the ground, and you're on the back of your mount, and you have no movement left. I don't think that would work. Unless you canceled your steed and fell off of it and rolled into Kins.
No, I think canceling the steed takes an action.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I'll cast Sanctuary on Kins from here,
Okay.
which is a bonus action. And an action, I'll ready an attack if something comes within range.
Got it. All right.
Does that
Kins.
include throwing your hammer 60 feet? Is that in range? Or
No, just melee, for
Melee.
me for this time. Yeah.
Kins, you're up.
That's me. Okay. Sorry, I was just double checking on sanctuary. I'm going to heal myself, healing word. I'm gonna somewhat selfishly cast it at the 3rd level. Cause I need some. All right, I'll take 12 back. And I will use my movement to stand up. And I'll just hang out. Well, I don't know because I can't see the thing, so I don't know where to go. So I'm just gonna hang out here with Joshi.
Okay. Vin, you're up. Belrissa, you're on deck.
All right, I'm going to basically, I think I can get about here behind 14, and I'm going to ready crossbow. I'll shoot it if I see it.
Okay. Belrissa.
All right. Pumbaa's gonna go. He's gonna go first. He's gonna go run to the hole and like just try and dig down the hole. He's a pig. They dig. So that's what he's gonna do.
Why not? Go, Pumbaa.
Go Pumbaa, go.
What's his movement?
Oh, I don't know. It's 40.
40. Okay.
So he can get it to the
I need Pumbaa to make a con save.
a con save. Okay. 15.
15. Okay. All right. He goes into. Can you see through him? You can't.
Pumbaa,
right?
no.
But you can communicate with them.
No. I mean, I can.
Same way I can communicate with 14.
Right.
Sure.
It's not a two-way.
Okay.
It's not a
It's
two-way.
not a
street.
two-way though. It's
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Cool. So yeah, you don't really know what happens. He's in a hole.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing.
He's
in his pig auto mode.
auto
Pig.
Auto pig.
engage auto pay. All right, great. What about Fred the dire wolf?
Fred is also in auto wolf mode, and he is.
Good.
That means protecting me, so he's just gonna like kind of stand. He's gonna come back to where I am
Okay.
and stand in front of me.
Got it. All right. Let's see if I can.
14 is in
You're-
auto bot mode. Am I right?
And you're staying way down there?
I am for now. Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go a little closer. We'll be right here. And then Ziggy's just gonna fly up a little higher. He's gonna scope out the situation way up high. And he will hold his action for another P distraction. If he
Okay.
sees the guy, and then I will hold a
Hey, guy.
I will hold an Eldritch Blast action if I see him come out.
Okay. Great.
And that should be all my people.
Thorcom, you're up.
And a 14 retreat to me. I'm gonna move away. 14 dash to me actually. What's right here? Can't see the lines that well. There we go. Boop. It's 14's in front of me. I'm gonna. Let's see. Ooh, I am gonna go farther and not take my action. And I'll just wall up next to Belrissa.
Okay.
Jay, can you give me control of Ziggy just so I can move him a little?
Sure. Controlled by Belrissa.
Feeling really good about running behind 14 right about now.
All right. The ground shakes and rumbles as the burrowing creature bursts out of the ground. Let's see. Probably. I'm going to say it's going to burst out probably kind of right here. And it no longer has the corpse of its fallen child in its teeth, but it looks around briefly and is going to do a deadly leap attack and basically just come down on top of the whole group of you
Okay,
over
cinematic advantage.
here. Okay.
I'm casting Featherfall on his ass as he leaps in the air.
Interesting. Okay. How does that work?
Interesting.
Can I like?
You
let's see.
cast
Let me
it
read
on
the
an
spell.
unwilling
Yeah, I'm
creature?
gonna read it real quick.
Can we like move out of the way?
Choose
No.
up to 5 falling
Yeah,
creatures.
I can just choose. He's in the air. I choose him. I choose you, Pokemon.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. The rate of descent slows. And, great. Okay. It doesn't stop its attack, but it would negate the deadly leap. So, it bursts out of the ground and jumps towards you. And as you look at it to cast Featherfall, I need you to make a con save as you feel the effects of its eyes.
Can I also make... Well, I guess that would be an action.
Okay.
16.
Cool. You shrug it off. It leaps down towards you, and basically, I'm gonna have it probably land over here because it just sort of awkwardly floats past. And let's see. I will have it attack Thorcum as a result of what just happened.
Scratching the air.
That's a 19 to hit.
My last spell slot, I cast Shield.
Okay.
So, no.
All right. So the attack misses. And let's see. Let me just double check things here. Okay. And then after that, it is going to use its... can it move? It's going to use its standing leap ability to leap back up to this point up here, which Belrissa and Thorcum could opportunity attack it if you want to.
Oh, yeah, because I've already done the whole
Oh,
look
no,
at it
well,
thing.
you just did your reaction, so you can't. You
Oh, yeah,
can't
that's
use,
true.
yeah, you can't use your reaction. But Belrissa, you could try to like attack it with like you can punch it in the face or something if
Sure.
you wanted to.
Can
But
I
it's-
also do
Well, she had a
my held
yeah,
action?
held action.
Oh, you had a held action.
I
Sure.
did.
Lots of
yeah.
people did.
So
Yeah, and Ziggy did kind of too.
right. Okay. So its attack. If you want to look at it to attack, you have to make the saving throw, or you get disadvantage on all of your attack rolls by attacking by not looking at it.
Okay.
So it's your choice.
I'll take the disadvantage on that.
Didn't you have a held attack, Vinny?
I did. I'll shoot my crossbow at disadvantage.
Okay.
Still
It's
good.
a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that still hits with disadvantage. Nice.
It's 8 damage.
Okay.
Let me roll another d20. Both attacks were 18. So,
Yeah, that hits.
okay, so 5 damage there.
Okay. 5 on the first blast.
5 on the first blast.
Excellent.
And then,
Ooh, almost a 20.
15 or 15. I get 15 as my attack.
Okay. 15 misses.
Okay.
All right. Nice. And then Vin, you hit it. Nicely done.
Ziggy can't move, right? So he can't really do any help.
I mean, what he can move.
Can he move?
He just starts
Well,
peeing anyway.
Not till his turn, right?
Well,
This
yeah.
is this is all.
Oh yeah, not
held
on
actions, yeah.
his. Yeah, you can't move on a held action.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Got it. Okay, awesome. That will end Thing's turn and all the held actions. Jesse, you're up.
Okay, I hop down and heal Kins.
Okay.
I'm gonna do actually just a first level cure wounds here. Let's see. 7. And if we want to do half speed, I'll hop down, pop that on there, hop back up.
Yep.
Do you want to also give Leonard movement, or would that take his turn to wait for me?
No, he can move.
Okay, I'll start going up the switchback then.
Okay.
So he is 50, so I'll just do Joshi and you can move him. He goes up to like here.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, Kins, you're up.
All right. Can I see the ground where, like right here, where this creature is?
It's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it.
All right. I am going to cast Erupting Earth on this point right in front of this creature, which will...
I love druids.
Hold on. I can't really do it, but it's a 20-foot cube centered around that point. It's a fountain of churned earth and stone erupting. Each creature in the area make a dex save, and that's 16.
You hear Joshi just say, "Whoa."
Ooh, nat 20 on the dex save.
Okay, so it's it'll be half damage then,
Okay.
which is half of 16.
Okay.
8.
And does the ground like fall apart?
The ground,
or anything?
yeah. So it's difficult terrain until it's cleared.
Okay. So, yeah, excellent. You gonna move or anything?
I will move. I'm gonna move. Where am I going? I'll move 30 feet this way. I'm just moving like a little down. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Vinadil.
You lost Sanctuary, FYI.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to I guess I'm going to run up here. I'm going to try to get kind of I'm picturing that Jeshi and his mount are actually in the same space, so I'm running up right behind them.
Okay.
So I'm currently there. You go. And I'm gonna shoot him without looking again. So I'll take the disadvantage.
All right, a disadvantage.
Oh, that's a 12 to hit.
All right, yeah, you try to shoot, but at this, just a few moments ago, the earth erupted, and there's like all this dust and debris in the air, and you're also like trying to not look at the creature. You basically just fire blindly into a dust cloud, and yeah, nothing connects. Anything else?
I think you got it.
Yeah. Nope. I think I'm good.
All right, Belrissa. Thorcom, you're up next.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action hex him.
Okay.
So he's close enough for that for sure.
He is hexed.
And then I will blast with the disadvantage. Oh, that was a nat 1 for that one.
Okay. As you Eldritch Blast, basically, if you kind of picture this thing's like up above you, probably about, 20 feet or so up on this cliff. And like the earth has just erupted, and there's like shrapnel and debris, falling down. You guys kind of instinctively had to like cover up as all the earth is falling down. But you take your turn to shoot up, and similar to Vin, you kind of just have to like gauge roughly where you think this thing is. You actually hit a big chunk of stone, which dislodges and just tumbles down. And Thorcom, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it coming right at me?
It sure is.
Okay, so tell me if this would work. Could I use deflecting blow from 14 on it?
Yeah, you could use that.
Yeah, I'll use his reaction to deflect
Okay,
it.
yeah, so as this giant rock dislodges and tumbles down, 14 basically just hammer punches it and it goes tumbling down kind of to the right of you guys. So nicely done. You gonna attack again?
Yeah, I'll try
Okay.
again.
Yeah, that's
11 for
yeah,
that
you-
one.
no luck on that one either, as you're kind of firing blindly, trying not to make eye contact with this creature so it won't turn you to stone. Good try though. Are you gonna move?
Yeah, I'll move down just a little bit here. Fred's gonna move with me. Puma's gonna charge towards creature as far as he can get, which is probably around there.
Okay. Yeah, he could make it all the way to the creature.
Can he?
Uh-huh.
Then he's gonna do his thing.
All right, is he gonna attack with disadvantage?
Mr. Pig.
Or is he just gonna take the risk?
He's gonna take the risk.
Okay. Con save.
Con save. So that would be. Does he have to do that before he attacks?
No, when he attacks, basically.
Okay, so he
When
can
he
attack
gets there.
first.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna charge.
Well, sorry, he has to. When he starts his attack, he has to make the con save first.
Oh, okay. That would be a 14.
Okay. Basically, what happens is as Pumbaa is rushing towards this creature, and he looks up and is about to do like a gore attack. Basically, right as it looks up towards it, the thing flashes down with its eyes, and Pumbaa suddenly stops in place and is restrained. You can still
Pumbaa.
you can still make your attack, but you immediately see like he's suddenly kind of. Let me just double check that actually.
He can attack still?
Let me check on restrained. Make sure I got my statuses right.
He gets disadvantage.
I think it is too. Attack rolls against it have yeah. So now his attack has disadvantage. He's basically unable to move. He's not like petrified yet, but he has suddenly become restrained as his skin begins to dull in color.
Okay.
But he's still able to move just a little bit.
Okay. So he does his tusk, which is a 5 damage. Does he still get his charge damage since he moved 20 feet straight towards him?
Probably not in this case because of the restraint.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Movement 0.
5 damage.
Yeah. 5 damage. Okay, cool. Alrighty.
And then Zig's gonna try this help action one more time
Okay.
with his.
Oh, sorry, you moved him.
I did. Fly above him and
Pee in its eyes.
PIs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll with disadvantage. So for him, he has imp stats.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, I'm not even like.
Yeah.
He's just trying to do help, not like attack.
Yeah, if
so
we're
I don't
gonna
know
use
what...
Ziggy a lot, we gotta prep like a whole character sheet for him and stuff so that we can be ready. But for this one, I would say just make an attack roll and add 3.
Okay.
And that will be an improvised pea attack, aerial pea spray attack from Flying Demon Cat.
Well, he rolled a 1, so.
He's a Pumbaa.
Okay.
He's just.
I need Ziggy to make a con save.
Okay.
He has incontinence.
10.
10. Ziggy flies over through the dust cloud, starts to pee, And as he comes out of the dust cloud, like emerging on the other side, as you're kind of looking up, trying to see what's happening, he is frozen and just begins to fall. And he basically falls all the way down out of midair and lands to the right of Thorcum. How many hit points does Ziggy have?
10.
Yeah, Ziggy's gone.
It's all right.
Yay!
He'll come back.
Jesse's just like, yes. Yeah, Ziggy just poofs into nothingness as
Shrug.
Dave's looking up.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thorcum, it's your turn. Or did you just go?
No, I didn't go.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, it's your turn. Okay.
Horsey.
I gotta go to the baby.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at disadvantage.
Okay.
Man, I wish Beyond had. Oh wait. Nope. Sorry. Nah, 21's the lower, and I'll just take the first damage roll. I'm gonna have to fix that so it rolls advantage. So 18 fire damage.
Okay.
Dang.
Great. You gonna move or anything?
I did.
You did. Okay. Great. Alrighty. Back to the top of the round. So this thing is going to ignore the very small animal in front of it. It is going to do a standing leap towards Vinadil and Jeshi and Leonard, right? Is that his name?
Yeah, Big Leonard, Leo.
Okay.
Are you on him right now?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. So you guys are in the same space, basically.
All right. So
That's
I need. Let's see. So let me just check this again here.
What happens when
Alright.
Ziggy dies? Does his personality change?
Reborn.
He comes back as a different sitcom character.
Yep.
Welcome, Belrissa.
Phoebe from Friends.
That's right.
Just sings all day.
That's right. Cow in the meadow goes moo.
Okay. So the creature is going to do a standing leap and basically land right in front of you, Jeshi, and is going to use a bite attack.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Hit.
All right, that's 28 damage plus 9 poison damage.
Okay, I think I have something for poison damage.
Yeah,
As a
I think
dwarf, it's
resistance.
halved. Yeah.
Resistance,
So
yeah.
that's 4.
4.
So 32 total damage there.
Okay. No,
And
worry too much about that.
yeah, that okay, cool. That's going to end its turn. Jeshi, you're up.
Dang. Okay.
Where's that hammer?
Yeah. I don't really want to look at it. So, went in its original position. I was thinking about trying to shove it with my action along with Leonard. Do you think to go down the side, can I get to like the right angle if I move to sort of push it towards the cliffside?
No, it's pretty much
It's taking up
the
too much
entire
space?
Yeah.
Okay, then I swing
All right. With disadvantage, or are you looking at it?
with disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, that still hits. 24.
The first one, 24.
Mhm.
Okay, 7 crushing damage, and I'll smite it.
All right.
Bazooka! Come on, Paladin.
Just first level here. So I'm pretty. Yeah, there it is. 5 holy or radiant.
5 radiant. Okay, great.
Yeah, and I'll swing again.
Oh.
Natural 1, natural 1.
What? What?
What if that was with advantage?
is-
That would be devastating.
That's so
devastating.
amazing. Incredible. How do we do it? I don't know.
So natural, nat 1. To be fair, I'm, I rolled I rolled twice, so it is what it is.
Yeah, and they were both natural ones.
No, I mean in the first one, I clicked twice, so.
Oh, that's right. So this could have been a 21-28.
Oh, sorry.
Got it. Jeez.
Thorcum accidentally attacks me. With shocking.
He's
Gosh,
shocked.
dual nat ones. Okay. Okay, so you attempt to attack it on your second attack, and it, for a giant sort of creature that burrows through the dirt, it's a lot smarter than you expect, and it dodges your second attack and basically shoulders into the side of Leonard, and Leonard poofs away his last 2 hit points, and you go sort of flying into the cliff face and tumble down prone at the creature's feet.
Damn it, Leonard. Okay, having used my speed, can I stand up?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I stand up and I stay right there.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Nice. Alrighty. Kins, you're up.
Do I have to go? Okay. I know it seems like I'm preventing us from going up this thing here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Wall of Fire, and it's going to be on this, in between Pumbaa and this creature. And so I just want it to be the length of that pathway. And on the left side, the side closest to the creature, is the side of the wall that kind of fires out. So what this is a Dex saving throw, 16 again.
Okay. Dex
Should I
save.
draw the wall?
6. No, that's okay. I see
Okay.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, it fails a save. Pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh! Heck yeah, sorry, that's 5d8, 22 fire damage.
So this thing is busy smashing Jeshi into the wall, and he kind of rolls down. And right as this is happening, Kins, you kind of run up behind and you summon this wall of fire and just completely catch this thing off guard. And it starts to panic as the rear kind of hind quarters of it start to catch fire, and it starts to flail around. But the damage of the flame is too much. How does your flame wall finish this thing off?
I really feel so bad for killing its kid, but I mean, it's just gonna, the tail's gonna set on fire, and it's just gonna crisp up and smell really bad. I'm assuming it's just gonna smell like burning monster
tasty.
flesh. I don't know. I don't know. It's a big bonfire that's flaming it up. That's slowly going from tail to head.
Okay, within a few moments, an enormous smoke signals start flowing up over the trail crest, into the sky as this thing and it starts squealing, kind of like a more mature version of the yelp that its children were making earlier, but it's just this gargly kind of terrible sound that as it cries out in pain. And Jeshi, you've just stood up and you've got your hammer, and this thing just within a few moments just sort of croaks over and just kind of falls down as the body of it continues to smolder in the flames. So nice job.
Yeah, desert should be fine. We'll be fine.
We could barely climb a hill.
This is our second hill. We've beat 2 hills now.
Yikes.
2 for 2.
Okay.
Uh,
You collect yourselves. Belrissa is pretty sad that Ziggy has poofed into who knows where. She's a little distracted. What's everybody?
Same place that Leonard went to.
that's right. And Pumbaa is about to disappear too,
Fey
probably.
Well, one to Fey Heaven, one to Fey Hell. I think we know which is which.
Do we have anyone here who understands? I mean, I know you're a street druid, but like, do you understand how to like harvest animals? Like, we've never really had a.
Oh, you just popped the eyeball out of there. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I reached down.
Actually,
And
you actually
just-
are our survival person, aren't you?
I just pop it right out. Give me this eyeball.
Have I seen anything like this before that seems to petrify, or I don't know. The eyes seemed a little curious to me.
I don't think any of you would have encountered something like this before. You've heard tales of creatures that have powers like this that, you know, can do things like petrification or certain types of poison, things like that. But none of you have really traveled in this part of the world before, including Thorcom. And yeah, so I don't think anybody would be familiar with what this is. That being said, you could try to harvest something. You're not really sure what you would find, but you're welcome to pull out the old hunting knife and give it a go. See what happens.
The dagger.
My dagger.
Yeah.
Well, is Kins our harvester, or is that you, Jessie? Like, was this
Oh,
something
It's a
Pop the
survival
eyeball.
check. So
Yeah,
Yeah, with help.
I'm interested in the
Come
eyeballs.
here. Come look at this.
I-
I'm thinking just like go in with a hand, get the full grip, and just. What do you think? You can
can
maybe from
assist with
behind
the
you just
dagger.
slice with the dagger.
Yeah. That
Gross.
sounds fine.
Okay.
Okay, so make a survival check. I was going to give disadvantage because of the, no familiarity whatsoever with what you're even cutting into. But with the help action, that will negate that. So now it's just a straight roll.
12.
12. Okay,
Oops.
Yeah, 10.
got it.
Oh, Kins actually has survival. All right, look at that.
Oh, you do have a
okay.
lot of survival. Wow.
You carve into the creature, and you can tell that it's a venomous thing. So you're kind of, you're carving around trying to see if there's some way you could harvest the venom, and the eyes have already sort of deflated and clouded over, and whatever magic they seem to have is gone. You do manage to break off a couple of the fangs of the thing, and it's from its mouth. So you have 2 fangs of this creature.
Okay.
You don't really know what they're good for or what you might be able to do with them, but you've got them.
What type of creature is this?
You're no.
Okay, but what about just for notes? Just so I can have it in a non-meta style, so I can be like, oh, I have this fang.
Sure. I'll post in Discord.
Great.
Sand burrow monster fang.
Sandburrow monster. I could descriptor it. That's perfect. Yeah. Sandburrow killed its kids.
Evil sand burrow monster. That's
Killed
what we need to-
kids.
I actually agree with this,
Vin.
See, that's what I do in my
It
head.
cried.
I knew
It yelled.
Thorcom would
Perfectly
agree
harmless child.
Yeah.
These weren't people.
Okay. I think my
Oh,
notes are
man.
through.
I'm pretty sure it has killed many, many people and dwarves.
As you gather yourselves and climb up the rest of the switchbacks and crest up over the head of the trail, you pass by the scrubby brushes and twisted trees, and they gradually kind of fade behind you as you finally come up out of the Thorn Valley. The steep walls of the canyon recede behind you, and you see the dunes, the true desert at last. Oh, Jamie's back. I'm going to give her a second to plug in before I continue.
What time of day is it, Jay?
We should sleep again so I can have Leonard.
What happened?
Oh man.
We
She had
win.
to go get real Ziggy. Just
He's got to help.
Yeah.
He was out there yelling, "Let me in! Let me help!"
It is late in the afternoon. The sun has, the sun is on its way down. You spent the whole day basically hiking, and so canyons recede, and you see the dunes and the true desert at last. It seems to stretch for eternity. Great flowing hills of bone-white sand that shift and sway in the relentless eastern wind. The land is barren, but far from featureless, as it shapes and reshapes itself around plateaus of multicolored rock, deep ravines, and ruined fascia of ancient and fractured structures, just like in the drawings that you found from the caravan. It's an awe-inspiring sight of unique beauty that is interrupted by a single pillar of camp smoke wafting in the darkening sky ahead. From your vantage point, you can see maybe 50 yards ahead of you a small caravan, carefully parked with wagons as wind breaks, and a few small figures bustling around their fire.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go. I'll
Yeah, kind of
push Belressa in front of us.
smells good.
Let's go. Yeah. How'd we do?
How did we do? It died.
Oh, we killed it
fire.
and took 2 of its fangs. Yeah, Kin's burned it with fire and it died.
Yeah.
So what, are we just gonna walk up and try to camp with these guys tonight? Is
Yeah,
that
we
our-
should we should exchange stories. They seem nice.
I mean,
They were
people are good. Live people, like,
Yeah, I mean, people are
We should ask them if
Potentially-
they saw those puppies. Those sand puppies.
The
that
evil
we just ate.
lizard
or
monsters.
destroyed.
We just did the world a favor, people. We
That's
just
right. So-
destroyed the evil lizard monsters.
If they
at
attack
least tell
us,
them.
I'm feeling kind of run down right now, so I'm probably gonna hide in the back. All right, good luck.
okay.
Great.
All right. You all hike down basically off the crest of this hill and kind of, as you look around, you kind of get your bearings a little bit. You seem to be basically on the border of this desert, and you are facing south as you come over this crest, and you can see that to your left, to the east, there are more mountains and hills that kind of ring the edge of this desert, and you seem to be kind of in the northeastern corner from where you can see. The elevation drops as it moves further towards the south and the coast, so you're kind of at a pretty high point elevation-wise, so you have a really nice vantage out over this broad and beautiful desert. And you can see kind of down below, about 50 yards or so, this camp, and there's a couple of the figures seem to have noticed you and are kind of looking in your direction, and one of them kind of waves and then puts his hand together and bows towards you. Are you guys walking up to them?
So I tell Benny, he's like, hey, don't kill these people. And then I just keep walking.
I know. I'm not gonna stay in the back. I'm gonna let Belrissa and Jessie go first.
I'm gonna make some dancing lights happen around us. Some disco dancing lights.
Ah,
To make
Party
extra
time?
sure that we are
I start
scene
beatboxing.
friendly.
You start walking with at the tone of everybody's like, you just subconsciously, instinctually kind of like line up all your paces with the disco music that starts playing with your lights. No, you guys
Hello.
you start to get a little closer to this caravan, and you hear that around the fire there appears to be somebody playing some music. There's a crackling campfire. There's probably about 10 people, at least that you can see, kind of mulling around. You can smell something is cooking, perhaps a stew. And then as you get a little closer, you can see that there's a spit over the, or not a spit, but a cooking setup over the fire, and you just get this really spicy, kind of beautiful smell. Just something delicious, that's for sure. No idea what it is. Somebody starts singing, and just seems like a bunch of this seems like a really inviting place, and the same man who waved again is just sort of standing calmly with his hands clasped behind his back, looking in your direction. And that's where we're going to end for tonight as you guys approach.
Wow.
We survived.
Somebody starts singing.
Barely.
I was way more stressed about the hill than I was whatever the thing was.
Puppy mama.
Remember,
Oh,
evil
man.
sand monster. I just don't call them
No.
puppies. That's just
They're-
an evil
but they
sand
yelped.
monster.
It was so sad.
No.
It was literally gnawing on human parts. Like
It was a statue.
It's in the middle of the desert. What else is it gonna eat?
Oh, good. It's okay that it eats people. I mean, that's all it has. Like,
Oh,
You want it to be a vegetarian?
yeah. It's like it can't eat plants and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be crazy for an
Cactus.
animal to eat plants.
wow.
I'm going to find somebody
Okay.
to raid if you guys want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
fun.
they
What's-
might not be. See if Double Toasted is still alive.
Double toasted.
They're
Okay.
Yeah, they're totally not a D&D crew, but
They are
but
live,
they are-
actually.
They are.
They're
Ooh.
buddies.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
sweet.
gotta
Okay.
have some.
Buddies.
Oh, you
So
know
yeah,
who's
that'd be
also,
awesome.
You know
So
who's
it's-
also live?
Who's that?
Oh, is he playing his game tonight?
So
Matt Coville.
yeah, so Double Toasted is a movie review site mostly,
Oh,
and then they do a bunch of other stuff too. But they're another local Austin crew.
Okay.
Been doing this for a number of years. So
Want to go show them some love?
yeah, let's do it.
We'll go check it out. It'll be
Be
a
awesome.
little slight detour from normal, but ask them how the plan's going. I
That's
suppose.
right.
Yeah.
That's so spring.
Cool.
It's going great.
Alright.
All right, so it's gonna cut me off again. So, so the raid will go in a second. So I'll talk really fast. But yeah, this weekend we'll have our after show. So come check us out on come hang out on Saturday. We'll be in chat on Saturday, so we can hang and talk with you guys. So thanks for being here. And also, if you're not in Discord already, come check that out. We'll be should be some fun Photoshop this week. This cat's running around. He's gonna
And
attack
watch
me.
Gonna
Lynette
jump on
and
you.
Jeff cook stuff.
We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
hit
Lynette and Jeff are
Mom.
gonna
Jeff
cook on
cooking.
Saturday.
2 p.m.
Beautiful.
Pacific.
Beautiful.
And yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Until next week, good luck with your bad plans, and we'll see you soon.